Hello, and welcome to Vostok's Chance, the Garblag Games Scion game. Welcome back to episode 12 of Vostok's Chance. Before we get started, please do not forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
Discord,
Redbubble.
all the things.
All the things,
Places.
links around the place, probably down there. Also, thank you once again to our wonderful, wonderful patrons who are paying to make this shinier and better.
We got new lights.
We've got new lights, we've got a different computer program on that screen.
We do.
So thank you. Also, I've been asked to tell you that there are not one but two giveaways coming up. One for Spire, which will be run by Ben in a few weeks, and one for Star Wars.
Yep, that's giving
Which
away
is
the
going to be
beginner's set.
The beginner's set. So great. So yes, good
Links
stuff.
will probably be
Look,
below somewhere.
probably somewhere down there.
And there might
I'll try and stop doing
be
whichever
a
it
flint
was.
and steel something.
All I know
your
is
eyes
my
open.
gut says maybe.
Keep your eyes open.
Yeah, just
That's
keep
a
your eyes on the
definite maybe.
social medias and stuff. There will be mention somewhere.
We're hardly going to let something like that go past without telling you. So, without further ado, hi, I'm Colin, and I'm the storyteller.
I'm John, and I'm playing Maria, who is a scion of Expetotech.
Hi, I'm Dan. I'm playing Edward Percival, the Scion of Odin.
Sam, Lisa, Nezar.
I'm Roger. I'm playing Riku, or Ricky, as he's more commonly known, who is a scion of Tsukiyomi.
I'm Dave, and I'm playing Herman, scion of Balder.
So, when we last met the players,
I was hiding in a cupboard.
you were hiding in a cupboard.
We were
Hero.
discussing corn
The
dogs
rest of
Oh
you...
God.
before blowing up.
Before blowing up. Oh yeah. You finally managed to subdue what I was not intending to be quite such a terrifying fight.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's still two of them left.
Yes, there are still two of them left that have gone upstairs to chase Lisa. So, yeah, the Uzi shooting is not really achieving a lot so far.
Not as much.
Oh, well, fucking won't bother then.
Alright.
I'll stand in the back and watch.
What you need? Coconuts.
Yeah. Apparently, yeah.
Apparently so.
Do more damage than a sniper rifle, I'm just saying.
Possibly because you're getting to add your epic strength.
Got
I
two.
think- Also probably because you're rolling just
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it was the rolling for the coconuts was a lot better than the rolling for the rifle.
Yes. They were only doing bashing damage, but ye gods, they were doing a lot of bashing damage.
And we're going to find Herman's mum.
And hopefully you're going to find
Hopefully.
Herman's mom. So, yes.
Herman's mom is gonna go.
You have cleared the ground floor of the castle. You have cleared the entire amusement park because some lunatics just drove a car through the front gate
Which
and
then
then
exploded.
blew open the door. There may be police at some point, but we'll deal with that when we get to it.
Run away!
Yeah.
Cheese it.
So yes, you have successfully dealt with all the ones that you can see. There is those of you with reasonable perception can probably hear there's something moving around upstairs. They're not exactly subtle when they're trying to move
Well,
through.
I probably think I saw a couple go up after.
Those of you who saw also will have witnessed two of them chase up after Lisa, who went up those flights of stairs.
Well, first things first, I'm going to click the pen to summon the gun back out and reload it.
Good job.
While walking over towards where I left my coconuts and retrieve them.
You retrieve your deadly throwing coconuts.
Yep.
How's the car looking?
Imagine good.
It was armoured.
It is actually probably not faring too badly, however, it is rather too wide for the spiral staircase up to the next floor. Just saying.
The car is too wide to get up to the next floor. We'll have to walk. We'll get the spare guns out the back, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to give these guys their armour?
No, I put it on over my arm.
No, I've got my backpack, so I'm carrying mine, so I am going to put that on.
But Herman is not.
I am not. Herman, would you like some riot gear?
I could probably do with some, I say, looking over my wounds.
Okay. I'll look at you as well. How wounded are you? On a scale of 1 to ow.
3 on a scale of 1 to ow.
3 on a scale of 1 to ow. I will provide medical attention. Doctor, would you like to assist me?
You can find out. To be fair, he's not bleeding.
Can we remove any of that damage?
Not really without the higher level.
The one skill I haven't got yet.
Without the one you haven't got yet.
You can't do it. Don't bother. Why are you rolling?
Because
You're making me feel bad.
that was a great roll.
He's stopped breathing. Breathing?
Betrayal!
That's not how this is supposed to go.
Not the word I meant to say. He has stopped bleeding surprisingly quickly.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh,
That's good.
suspicious.
You know, like being a Scion might have something to do with it.
I would like to say it's something to do with my amazing medical roll that I just rolled. So
As the assistant, that was quite good.
Ricky's definitely wincing putting the armour on.
Yeah, does anyone want to invest in self-healing? Does anyone have enough XP to buy self-healing? Just
Did we
saying.
get XP last time?
I gave you some XP last time. I gave you
I don't
3
know.
XP
I kind
last
of gave
time.
up on XP. I've got. It says XP spent 23, and then it's got 26 plus 3, whatever that means.
I don't know.
So you've got enough that you could possibly actually buy.
I don't know how much.
I think that might
is.
be 26 overall.
Ooh, I could afford
plus
it.
3.
I'm
Just
I
saying
said
that allows you to then
Yeah,
spend
that
legend
makes
and get
sense.
health back.
Because 26 plus 3
yeah,
is
I'm
29.
going to spend 3 legend and
Yeah, you do
heal
that.
some of that.
Yeah.
I would like to listen at the door and see if I think that they're still out there. I'm
Okay.
fairly confident that I will fail the roll and be like, oh, they must have gone.
Make a roll. Oh!
Hey!
What did she roll?
Double 10!
Ah!
So 4.
Yeah.
Possibly my best perception roll ever.
You-
For Lisa.
More success. Yeah, for Lisa. Not exactly. Can't really compare Lisa to Anastasia yet. Yes, you listen at the door. You don't
You hear this lot chatting away downstairs.
No. You do hear something moving past just outside the door, so you can wait for that to go in the pitch blackness.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so there's something moving outside the door. Is there anything moving in here other than me? Because,
Not that you've noticed.
good. Just, because it's black and dark and I have no idea where I am or what's in here with me.
No.
Hopefully it's like a mop and bucket.
I'm going to ask these two where Lisa's gone.
I don't know, I've been with you.
You.
Oh,
Him. Where's Lisa?
She's upstairs.
let's rock and roll.
Oh, she's upstairs. Sorry, well, almost.
Yeah, Ricky.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak up the stairs.
I click.
It depends on whether someone else has chance to go before you while you're putting
Okay,
your arm on.
sure.
I send up the two wolves first. 'Cause
Okay.
They've probably got better eyesight.
You
than I
guys
do.
get your armour on, we'll go and save the girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm hiding in the room and I hear something moving outside and I go, ah! And then the two wolves go, ah! Ah!
So you hear something moving past that you're pretty sure is one of the
The angry bat things.
angry bat things.
Yep.
Yes. And then there's some more clittering of claws on stone. And
Top hat.
yeah,
They're going to just attack the...
Yep. Okay. Well, given the size of the wolves and the size of the bats, it's going to be a one-on-one fight
Go on, wolves!
because the other two, it's kind of
Yeah, it's a bit messy, isn't it?
there's not really enough space.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, on behalf of the... Shall I roll some stuff?
Yeah, I've some stuff
And some things.
and some things and yeah, like whatever. I'm gonna shut up now.
You're rolling
bad.
well tonight, aren't you? Jesus, where's this come
I
from?
don't know.
How wolfed is this bat?
Well, you missed Nate.
Oh, I missed Nate. Oh, look at that.
You actually rolled well. This is a miracle.
6, 7.
7.
7.
Okay,
Angry
that's
doggo.
strength plus 3 plus epics.
Strength plus 3.
What's their DV?
Their DV is 5.
Oh, just connects.
So strength plus 3. That was less of a good roll. See, you cursed me now, John. 3 successes on the strength.
3 successes.
I do apologise.
No.
Pass me the sign.
5 successes.
Oh.
I think they've got a pretty solid
They've got. Is it a bashing or a lethal?
lethal.
They got lethal, so go 6. the wolfies are pretty.
The wolves basically have built-in armor.
Oh, sorry, and my weapon has +5 lethal, +1. Sorry.
That's your weapon, not the wolf's weapon.
What?
No, the weapon. It says here that.
Oh, what do I...
Bite.
Oh, the wolves are
Well,
weapon.
it's not.
Is it not a strength plus?
That would be 5 lethal.
It's got a big lethal bite.
Yeah, well, I think that actually works out with what I just told you to roll.
Nom nom.
You said strength +3.
Yeah.
Plus epics.
Yeah.
So.
So that 5 lethal is taken into account strength.
Oh, is it? That is the 5. Okay. And then
Okay, in fact, I probably actually told you to roll one more than that.
Oh, okay, then fair enough.
Yeah.
Just take it.
Okay. Well, I only got 3 successes anyway.
Smile and wave, Dan. Smile and wave.
Don't
Right.
have a pencil.
So yes, the wolves go up. After a few moments, you hear
Yeah,
some
Growling.
growling and snarling, and
I go running upstairs after them.
okay,
They're my pooches. Got to look after them.
you run
I'm following
upstairs.
as well.
You both run upstairs. Uzi, yeah, that's going to be a really bad idea, but hey, it's Maria.
In that case, I'm going to do it.
Don't worry, I'll call them off.
As soon as it's a bad idea, I'm going to do it.
Has someone turned lights on?
No, because I
Not
can't
upstairs,
find
no.
the light switch.
No. I mean, there's plenty of light in the area you're getting changed in because the door's been blown open.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what I was thinking.
So, yes, it's a bit dark up here. But, yeah, you can definitely make out, the figures
Oh, cool.
snarling and fighting in the darkness.
I've still got my magical eyes on at the moment, haven't I? Can I see little creatures with my magical eyes? Are they supernatural?
Yes.
Would they just be a blur?
Just your average run of the mill.
Yeah, but it's not really it's not going to overcome
The darkness.
the penalties for fighting in the dark. It's not.
Oh, okay then. I've got no magic to light.
It allows you to tell that there is magical
lighter.
stuff going on. And yes, there is magical stuff going on.
Oh, okay then.
And over there is magical stuff. And your wolves are magical, your creatures are magical. They're all kind of the same kind.
Can I see which room Lisa's in with my magical eyes?
Not easily, no.
Ah, okay.
Phones. Phone talk. Oh, in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Right
it's like,
then.
yeah, that wouldn't work.
Didn't you bring
So,
flashlights from your...
Oh, we did, didn't we?
equipment?
I've got one,
I didn't.
But-
Yeah.
but I'm hiding.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Flashlight.
Well, actually, Lisa was the one that took the flashlight, I think.
Oh,
Okay, so
Just
lighter.
one.
yeah, that
with
won't let you
fonts
see a
more
lot.
than one.
That
Yeah.
would just make people see you.
Yeah, you're now visible.
I'm going to set fire to the end of my spear.
Oh, that's a very good idea.
Not really.
Wait a minute.
Oh, if we could take off this jacket. Like, I take off the armour and take off my jacket, put back the armour on, and then wrap the thing in there.
But, okay, in the while you're doing that, there's going to be about 5 rounds of combat going on.
Oh, I thought
No, the wolf didn't kill. Just...
Oh, right, the wolves can kill the bat. We're doing this.
Because seriously, that's going to... Taking the armour off it.
Yeah.
Armour is not designed to come off that quickly.
Probably go with a t-shirt rather than my jacket. I can imagine my jacket's pretty nice.
I like how
I
that's
mean,
like,
that's a fairly realistic
It's
concern.
a fairly realistic concern. The
feel
jacket's
for
probably worth
Lisa
a
right
lot
now.
more than the
Right. Okay. 1, 2, 3,
4 successes.
6. Okay. 4 successes. It's probably not going to be fast enough to hit.
Sometimes.
And it claws and fails to damage again. This is going to carry on, I feel, for a little while. Until
Yeah, that's
someone
It
changes.
keeps going.
I mean, we can keep on rolling if you want.
Let's roll a couple more.
It could get boring for the viewers.
You can start using your stuff just to...
Oh yeah, because the wolves have got things,
Yeah.
haven't they? I forget that they got all
They've
this.
got legend, they've got
That fails to
virtues.
connect.
Okay. I'm going to add a point of willpower for a success here. Didn't do me much. Oh no. 5 successes this time.
5 successes will connect.
Okay.
Now nom him.
Only just, so it's 5 lethal plus your effort.
Oh,
Oh, that was nice.
No, 2, 5, still 5 again.
5. That was
5
your
lethal.
last time. Your last
well,
time.
at least they're
Three.
consistent.
Oh yeah, 5 lethal.
5 lethal. It's actually drawn blood.
Yay! Not again. The wolf's getting angry now. You see.
Yeah, and we'll roll one more round, and then we'll skip on to doing something more interesting. You're getting changed. you're probably a good chunk. There's some sounds of fighting going. You're also getting changed, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, strapping on some armour so that.
No, definitely no. So it's only one.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they flail at each other.
They're flailing each other because they're animals, really, and they're not very skilled.
Animals, baby.
No.
just
By
breaks it.
definition.
Not really, just
Recognising the two angry wolf noises, which I'm fairly familiar with,
Yeah.
crack the door and see what's going on. Can't see anything because it's dark.
You can see me.
It's
I'm
dark.
fine.
Someone's got a lighter.
Someone's
yeah.
got a lighter
You know
over there.
I've got a
In fact,
torch.
no, to be fair, it's pretty much in front of your door.
Okay,
so
cool.
It's going to be a case of opening the door. There's some furry
Are
things.
they literally like there?
Yeah, pretty
'Cause-
Panic.
Close the door. This is like,
Do we see this door open and close? Or
No,
do you? I don't
probably
know.
not.
Probably not in the midst of all that snarling and fighting.
It's like, do you know what? That just looks like pain. I'm just gonna not. But knowing that they're out there is reassuring, so I might turn my flashlight on and see where we're at. Yeah.
that we will see is there
one of
glass
those-
in the
There's
door.
no windows in the
It's
doors,
one of
which
those
is
big
accept that.
Scooby-Doo flashlights with a massive.
Yeah, it's a
kind of rim.
MacLeod. Yep. Big old chunky thing with a
Yeah.
metal
Yeah.
one. Proper one.
Great.
Classics.
So, yeah, where am I?
You are in what appears to be a small office room.
Oh.
There is a desk. There is a chair. There is not a lot else. It is covered in dust.
I'm going to rummage, because, got nothing else to do.
Okay, so what are you guys actually trying to achieve?
I think we're gonna tie.
We're making a torch. We
Yeah,
go-
tie the t-shirt onto the end of the spear and set it on fire so we can see. Why is that stupid?
I don't know.
I don't understand the laughter here.
Because the t-shirt will burn in about 5 seconds, because it's probably mostly made of nylon,
You don't know my
dripping
t-shirt.
molten plastic onto you, and then your light will go straight back on.
Just let me get on with it. It's fine.
I'm thinking it'll last more than literally 5 seconds, but
You know what I mean, it
Yeah.
will not last very long at all.
Don't need very long. Gonna poke some holes in some bats.
With the flaming t-shirts.
With the
Yeah.
pointy end.
Just
yeah.
hold it above them, it'll drip molten plastic and it'll really piss it off.
Oh, we can do that.
While they're doing that, are we?
yeah,
Because we've probably been, helping each other put the armour on.
Changed. That's not a problem. So you're coming upstairs.
And there's this scene of chaos.
There's chaos. There's
Both
some
of you can see
snapping.
it fairly well.
Yeah, we can.
There's lots of chaos, and over there there's some wolves fighting some bats.
That.
I feel I'm going to save their lives. This is the treatment we get.
Go back outside. Start talking about koi dogs again.
What are you talking about? I was outside surfing on a bat when you
ran
turned up.
away. Because of clouds.
I was saving Herman.
I didn't see any of that. I don't believe it.
Yeah. All I remember is the door blowing up.
Fake news. Fake news. Anyway,
Anyway, so yeah, we're making a torch.
we are making a
Yeah.
torch.
Right. Do you want to do something?
Shake my head in despair, and then
I'll go get some popcorn.
I'm assuming we don't have like a clear shot of the bats because there's people and wolves.
There's
in front
people and wolves, and yeah. I mean, you could have a clear shot over the wolves if the people would get out the way, but
We have but to ask.
Of us. You might want to duck.
Do we duck?
Yeah, it's dark.
Okay.
I got a
We
duck. but they
begrudgingly
took it off
duck.
me.
Yeah.
I got a duck, but they took it off me.
All right, I'll make sure while I'm doing this, I'm standing at a place which means Herman can also see. Because I'm assuming the corridor's not overly wide.
no, it's not. Right.
Yeah, I'll kind of stand to one side and take the shot.
Thank you.
Okay. Is she going to be at slightly?
Tempting to huck a coconut.
You're going to be at slightly higher difficulty if you don't want to shoot the ball.
I don't want to shoot the wolf. I'm
don't wanna
not
shoot
not
the
trying to shoot the wolf here.
Edward might get a little bit upset if you shoot his wolf.
If you ping them back into pebble form, do they get better?
I don't know.
Okay.
I've never had them die or get shot before.
But the penalty makes it harder for me to shoot rather than less dice, right?
Yes, it just means your tiny numbers harder.
I got 52 successes.
No, not quite.
108 successes.
6 successes.
Just flat roll, flat damage.
4
Okay.
lethal.
Yeah. You want to take a shot?
Yeah, why not?
To be honest, I think let's just see how this goes, and then I'm just going to narrate the rest of this because it's a bit. Your tank is tanking.
No, now I'm building a torch.
So I can stab it.
You will see for very brief moments from muzzle flash.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's 5 to hit, I think.
Yeah, not going to be quite enough. So, this is going to take a few moments of there's
That was good.
Hello. Why did I roll that when I was rolling the second ago?
Wow.
right. There is some gunfire. There is some
Snarling and snapping.
snarling and snapping, and eventually the bats go down to weight of numbers as much as anything else,
Can I do some investigating, please?
and weight of wolf as well.
Oh, is there an air vent? Totally need an air vent.
No,
Oh.
there is not an air vent.
Ooh.
If there was, I'd
Or
have to take all
anything
the
in-
armour back off and just wear it like a vest.
Anything in the dusty desk? Or the dusty filing cabinet that may or may not exist?
There is not a dusty filing cabinet. There is a dusty desk. There is not anything of interest in the desk.
Ooh. Oh well.
There's like a couple of paper clips because there's always a couple of paper clips,
Stapler.
and a coin that appears to be a 1943 British shilling.
Yoink.
That's quite an interesting thing to find in a random American amusement park.
Yep. Not a bronze minotaur though.
No,
Joe's not here.
you don't know where Joe is right
No.
now.
He gave me a rubbish flashbang and then buggered off.
It was quite an effective flashbang, wouldn't you agree, Herman?
Yeah, it worked very well.
Okay, well the noise has stopped.
The noise appears
So
to
I will
stop.
open the door again. I'll be like, oh hi guys! Did you find anything?
We're still trying to make a torch.
There were some bats.
Yeah, I noticed those.
Although she's got a torch now, and that kind of makes our torch easy.
Yeah,
Do you want your t-shirt back before we burn it?
Yeah, let's just tie it around
shall
my
we
waist.
look for a light
I can't be bothered to take the armour back on.
Is there a light switch in here looking around?
now that you have a torch to look
Well,
around
no,
with,
We don't need them.
Yeah,
yes,
people
true.
with eyes, can we see a light switch anywhere?
People who don't care about the fact that it's dark, can you see a light switch? No, you can't. Well, actually, no. You can see cables. It looks like the light switch. So, like the light switch boxes, and some of the cables around it have been removed.
Okay.
That's
The cable
inconvenient.
casing.
Looks like they don't want the lights on.
Okay, well,
As have all the light bulbs as you're looking around.
Oh, okay. There's no light bulbs either.
Does no
we
one...
should probably go downstairs and make sure no one follows us in.
Might be a bit difficult.
Who in their right mind is going to follow?
Might be a bit difficult after we blew up the torch.
Exactly.
I don't think people are going to be running at the gunfire.
Well, yeah.
So this place hasn't been used for a while, except for like those whatever they were.
Well, they were certainly living here.
Yeah, but like everything in here is just covered in dust and.
No. Okay. Are there any other rooms?
Oh yeah, there's
There are
loads.
some other
Whole
rooms.
corridor full of them.
Start poking doors open and having a look inside.
Okay. On this floor, you find a couple more disused offices, and what looks like it was once a kitchenette.
Okay.
Don't open the fridge. Don't open the fridge.
The fridge isn't there.
So we go
anymore.
down and see if there's a basement.
There is half a there is like the bottom half of a water
There's
cooler.
always a basement in this sort of place.
And
Without
and
the
a
thing on.
Yeah, without the thing on top and a sink. And yeah, there is you can go further up. So
We want to go and check if there's a basement as well. Is there
Okay.
a lower level to the level we arrived at?
so when you came in,
There are stairs going down.
there were stairs going down. There were 4 spiral stairs all going down.
Yeah, we'll cover
Text
more
us if you need us.
Okay, but dungeon or tallest tower, because that's what we kind of figured, right, Herman?
Yeah.
So you go and save them this one in the tallest tower, and we'll go kill the dragon in the dungeon.
And whichever party needs each other first will text.
Weren't you
I'm just
looking-
going to look at the at the spear with the t-shirt.
No, let's see. We
We
changed.
gave up on that.
Are you guys going to be all right? Seeing down there?
Yeah, we'll go. I think we saw torches in the boot.
Well, yeah, we'll go and grab one of the torches in the boot.
Yeah.
I've seen Scooby-Doo. Splitting up always works.
Again, just going to look straight at Herman when he says that.
Okay. Just text us if you need us. We'll go and have a look downstairs.
And I whistle to the dogs and they come after us.
Because the dogs can see in the dark.
Yeah.
Ish.
Smell.
Smell in the dark.
They can smell in the dark. And they do.
What are you trying to say about my dogs?
You need to wash them, mate.
They're spectral creatures from the other realm.
Even they need a bath.
Anyway,
Okay, so I'm going to start with you guys.
excellent.
So you're going up to the next floor.
Do you want me to go first and have a look around?
I don't mind. So,
Are you
Feel
sure you
free.
want to go downstairs?
Well, if she goes up with the torch, everyone will know we're there.
yeah, it's probably best not to advertise our presence.
I can turn it off.
Yeah, but then you can't see.
I mean, I can turn it off.
I mean, I think they know we're already here, guys. We blew up the front door.
They do. You don't need to be too far behind. Just be like 20 yards or something.
Okay.
Guide Lisa so we don't have to turn the torch on.
Okay.
I could just go with them.
I think they've already gone.
It would be really
we
easy
just
to
said,
find
we
them.
just said the torch thing.
Also, did you see them wrapping a t-shirt around a spear?
That was
Yeah,
a good idea.
They need help.
They do, but not the kind of help you can give them.
Oh, we should fuck off then, should we?
I thought the whole point was you guys had gone and then we kind of...
Oh no.
I thought you were everyone
I
was
thought we were
still
still talking, yeah. Oh well, we could have
If they
done-
were having
Yeah.
that conversation
Yeah.
after you'd gone, then
Yeah,
they were having that
fine.
conversation
Yeah.
after you'd gone. It's
Fair enough.
I roll
So-
gods.
okay, fine. You're in with them. Right, you go up to the next story.
Yes.
Oh, we haven't
And what are you
finished
rolling?
this
Dex and
one yet.
athletics for not falling down the stairs?
Dex and stealth.
Ah,
What was that?
Yes, that was something I intended to do. Buy some stealth. What was the cost of a new...
new ability would be 3, which will then start playing your...
and then how many is it per thing after that?
It would be 3, then 2.
Old level times 2.
Yeah.
It's
9 successes.
Unless it's a tank
7
on
and
where
above,
it's
right?
-1.
7 and above for
So
success.
3, 2, and then 3 again, is it?
3, 2, 4.
3, 2, 4.
So it'd be 3, 5 total.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
9 successes.
Well, I took out the
Okay.
I'll
fails.
buy 2 levels of
Oh,
stealth.
right, that makes more sense.
Okay. You successfully don't make a lot of noise, actually.
I'm officially a sneak.
You're officially a sneak.
Yep. I did 7
how many
whole sneaks.
You did
Oh no,
7
wait, no,
whole
I didn't.
sneaks.
I did 8 whole sneaks.
8 whole sneaks. How many sneaks can you pull off then?
Because Ricky and I have done this before.
Yes, right. 9 whole sneaks, 8 whole sneaks.
Come on, Herman, I believe in you.
Herman now has some actual. You know,
It's either got to be 7 or 10.
I got 4.
Oh.
It's not that bad.
For someone who fell over in the last episode and woke up all with the bats, I think it's a marked improvement.
It's great.
you don't fall over and wake up another flock of bats.
Excellent.
That was a bad time to watch.
It was hilarious.
That too. Okay, yes, you get up into the next. The next floor appears to be split into 2 rooms.
Mhm.
The stairs do continue on further.
I'm going to move to check one of the rooms.
Check in here. Okay. It appears to be a tech room, storeroom. Actually, nowhere near as dusty as the place downstairs. Actually seems to have been in use. A certain amount of computer equipment.
Is the computer equipment modern?
Yeah, fairly.
Okay. So what I would
Nothing
expect from a kind of
special, but
working office.
yeah, some computers, some also some cameras on desk, stuff like that. So it's got some sort of AV type.
Okay.
So it
So
films the
it's
people
almost
at
like
the
partly
desk?
No, more like they're being serviced, worked on.
Oh, okay.
kind of
So someone
stuff.
was fixing stuff.
Someone was fixing
Okay.
stuff or setting stuff up, kind of.
So it's like the IT room, basically.
It's kind of the IT wing, yeah.
Okay. Can I go and... Are there any other computers there?
There are 2 computers there, yeah.
Can I go see if I can access one?
You can turn it on. It powers up. It asks for a password.
Dibs on the other one.
What sort of computers are they? IBM compatibles?
Oh, God.
Well, I'm...
I am struggling to get...
Apple. They're Apple because Vostok is clearly an Apple guy.
No one's using Apple at this time. Apple hasn't become trendy yet.
Vostok.
Probably like, I don't know, Amstrads or... Oh no, wait, that's a bit late.
bit late for Amstrad, yeah.
I don't
I don't know.
Do I think I
Whatever.
could get around it from my extensive knowledge of computers?
Oh, yeah, I forgot you're a nerd.
You could have a go. Clearly guessing the password is not the way to go, because who guesses passwords?
Me.
I mean, okay,
Oh, hang on. Is this like the Pentagon? Password 1, enter.
you may try... You
Guess password.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No.
I'm going to look for handy post-it notes with passwords written
No,
and
I'm
stuck
going
to
to see if
stuff.
I can...
You can try a couple of passwords and get... it's not any of the blatantly obvious ones.
Yeah.
Because...
Are commonly used by
That are
people when they
commonly used.
really shouldn't be.
Yeah.
P455.
Will that be intelligence and science to
W0RD.
see if I can get around it?
Is it a Windows system where if you just corrupt the password file, it'll let you in without one?
Oh.
Nice. Didn't know that trick. Although,
I think they might have
That's-
fixed it since Windows 95. But
probably... I hope that's going to be fixed by now. Yeah.
But not now.
Not now it isn't, given it's only 98.
However, yeah, it's... Make a roll. Yes, intelligence science is probably the appropriate roll. Yes, you go to the other computer, it's demanding a password.
6.
I do not know the password.
You do not know the password.
It's not on the post-it note, and it's not in
It's
the
one
drawer.
of these. Yeah, you just bring that down. Yeah, okay, so you get into the BIOS, restart it, get into the BIOS, hack around with the things, and
Don't think the keyboard works.
give yourself...
You try turning it off and on again.
Someone's nicked the ball out of the mouse.
give
does
yourself
that?
administration privileges and...
Yeah, all of
Whatever.
the stuff that
Oh, wait,
Ricky
I-
knows how to
Stuff
do
that
because
Ricky knows how to
he
do.
knows IT. I don't.
That is evident from the fact you went.
No, I'm aware that you don't kind of that.
Some people do.
Some people do. It's called hunting.
Anyway,
Just how they do it in films.
Right,
isn't it?
yes, so I get in.
you successfully manage to bypass the password. You get in. The computer appears to be rigged up to some of the AV stuff.
Explosives.
No. There's there's recording equipment that appears to be, when you look through it, appears to be showing a dark, unlit room. Like you can see blackness through the screen.
Okay. Does it have like
Then
a
you
list?
see these
Are there a
two.
list of authorised users that I can
Walk into
access?
it.
Yes, there is. Unsurprisingly,
I might be looking for Vostok.
there is a Vostok. There are
Excellent.
also a few other names that you don't recognise. 3 other names.
Okay. Well, I've got eidetic memory, so I'll remember them.
Fine. You remember the names.
So the Vostok. Can I see when he last logged in?
He has not logged in for approximately 6 months.
Balls. How does that lead? Okay, can I search the computer for any references to... I will use assorted synonyms of captives or guests.
Visitors.
Oh, it's under the evil lair file.
Okay, make me a
Okay, pass.
wits and investigation roll.
Balls.
You know how to get in. figuring out where people have hidden stuff in their
Right, investigation
file
software.
system is
Well, that helps.
Can I help? I'm totally helping.
6.
This is super helpful.
I
nice.
rolled 5 dice, got 2 10s and 2 6s, and I have an epic.
Nice. And you have investigation?
I do have investigation.
Good. So you get to. Yeah. So yes, 6 successes. That's a pretty good roll.
That's much more than I expected.
That's a pretty damn good roll. Okay, yeah, you look through some stuff. There isn't a lot on here. This appears to be mostly used for recording whatever's there, and seems to be connected to the internet. So it looks like it was probably streaming. It looks like
I don't want to connect to the internet. That'll make a lot of noise. No, I'm assuming they would probably have a business DSL line.
Yeah, probably.
That's got to be that's a thing in '98. I'm pretty sure.
Whatever there
Smart
is,
enough.
it's the connection is very good for the for the time period.
You're getting a whole megabyte.
Decadent.
But yes, you it's connected to that. It seems to be primarily used for this.
Things of youth today you don't understand.
There is mostly the notes on there. As I say, Vostok hasn't logged in for several months. People who have logged in, it's sort of maintenance notes. Something about someone managed to climb up the outside of the castle when no one was looking and snuck in and started poking around.
Mental note.
Do that.
Got shown out for other.
Okay. Are there any notes to
Careful.
indicate who that was?
Breaking in some teenager with more
Okay.
with more youthful enthusiasm than sense.
Was it
Yes!
Lisa?
I was here last week.
She matches that description pretty perfectly.
What was that?
Appears to have been male from the description.
Okay, not Lisa then.
I have a cousin.
Lisa with a false beard.
Okay, but nothing else of interest on that.
Not really anything.
Okay, I will turn it off.
Fortunately, you very successfully hacked into the computer. That
I'm not very polite. I'll shut it back down afterwards.
A message appears on the screen that says it's now safe to turn off your computer.
Oh my god, amazing.
Okay, so that's
That's
taking
good
at
to
Yeah,
least
that would have taken me a few minutes.
that's taking at least 2 minutes. I'm bored.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm going to start poking things.
What are you poking?
I don't know. What's on the
There's another
shelves or
There's
back
an
of
entire other
stuff
room
or-
on this
Yeah,
floor.
let's do that.
Okay.
I'm going to try and go in there without turning my torch on first because apparently we're being sneaky.
It's black.
Yep. So I'm walking around.
Crash.
Okay, make a perception awareness roll.
Nope. Two.
2 successes. Okay, you managed to not send whatever it is you're about to walk into crashing to the floor.
Victory.
Good. But you're not entirely sure what it is you're about to walk into.
There's nothing like breathing or moving in here.
Not that you can notice.
Cool. I turn the light on.
Okay.
It's obviously fine.
There's a room full of zombies. Run!
No.
That would be amazing.
I mean, not gonna lie.
Electronic zombies.
Nothing breathing in here. It's just a room full of dead bodies that are now attacking you. Yes.
Guys!
No. So yes, you turn the light on. It is probably what those computers are connected to, because what you walked into was a camera tripod, or no, what you walked into was a camera tripod. It currently doesn't have anything mounted on top. There's another one that does. There is a big projector screen, kind of pretty much in the middle of the room, so like the cameras are behind it. Yeah, you can do that. On the other side of that is a big desk, which looks maybe slightly familiar, depending on how much you were paying attention when Vostok was talking to you over the link, but, you know, when Ricky comes in, it's basically where he was broadcasting from.
Yeah.
Behind that you couldn't see on the broadcast before, because it was all perfectly shadowy and spooky, is
Another kitchenette.
a very large, ornate door.
Ooh.
Probably.
Shrug.
Yeah.
You said the projector thing's in the middle of the room. Like,
Yeah,
is it like
yeah.
a screen hanging down?
Yeah.
Cool, I'm going to walk around behind it because I can't see what's behind it. It's in the middle of the room.
Yeah. So you walk around and
I'm going to have a mooch. Just generally,
Yeah.
generally
There's this
poking about,
fancy desk,
being nosy.
like leather top, everything, very
Has
fancy.
it got drawers?
It does have drawers.
Are they locked?
They are locked.
I've got paper clips.
Awesome. You've got paper. Yes, of course.
Well, and a penknife, but you know.
Yeah. Well. Do you want to try and
Yes!
pop these drawers? Go
Yes,
on,
I
Dex
do.
and Larceny.
I am.
While you're doing that,
I'm
what are you
helping.
doing next?
Well, what's Herman
That was
doing?
not great.
Yeah, sorry.
Right.
Yeah. What's Herman doing?
Two,
I've
two,
just been watching you
two,
operate a computer.
1.
Okay,
Four.
alright. If there's nothing particular of interest, I will leave and go to the other room.
Okay, there is another computer.
I'm assuming when I was looking around, I'd see if that was networked to this. The one I did have on.
Yeah, probably would have been. So yes, you probably would have.
Yeah, I've
What?
kind of assumed that. Well, Ricky would know more than I do.
Okay, well, if that's going to take you longer, you can be poking
Well, I was
about
just
on
trying to
that, and then the
establish
light
if
will
he
come
would
on in the
think
other
if it
room,
was
and
worth
Lisa will
firing
be
up
walking
the other
across
one.
your screen.
It may be, it may not be. It's probably networked, but it wasn't turned on, so you couldn't see what was on it. But
Oh, okay. Well, in which case, then, before I shut the other one down, I'd have told Herman to boot up the other one.
yeah,
Because then I could do everything I need from
The other
here.
computer.
yeah, yeah.
I turned it on, I just couldn't log in.
Oh yes, you. Can
Oh,
you
it
said
was on.
In
So I
which
wanted
case
it
it
off,
was. In which
'cause-
case it was on. So you can do all that. Fine, great. You had a look at it. That was included. In
And
the
there's
previous
nothing of
one.
interest
There's
on
nothing
it.
particularly of interest. You
Okay.
turn it off. You go into the other room.
Yeah, going to the other room.
You'd see it as I described.
With Lisa, kneeling under the
Perception.
desk.
Where? Can you make a perception? It would be
Memory.
perception awareness. In fact, both of you can.
4.
3.
Okay. You'll
One.
probably both realise that that large ornate door I described is in an external wall.
Well, that shouldn't be there.
Oh, you,
On Dex and Larceny.
Dex and Larceny to pick. Yeah, Lisa is opening some drawers and
Totally
seeing
not.
what's in there.
Like, rifling through Vostok's desk.
Oh no, we're so offended by you
Yep.
rifling through someone's that's not ours desk.
Lisa is rifling through Vostok's desk.
In fact, at this point, I may as well just pull everything out and lay it on the desk because it's a nice flat space and it's not like he doesn't know we're here.
I know. If you really like it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No. So yes, there's various bits and pieces in the desk, assorted, accrued junk, notepads,
Paper knife.
possibly.
Dibs. It's mine now.
Yeah. Letter opener kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who uses letters these days? Emails. Get in the modern times.
Yeah.
Pages.
There's
There are in one of the drawers. You will.
A photo of me. Ah!
dum dum dum.
Possibly. But
Yeah!
more importantly, you open one of the drawers. Can you please make me a stamina and fortitude roll?
Yay!
Found some random junk and then.
He left his lunch in there and he's gone off.
Not quite what I'm getting.
5.
Okay, you pull back as a cloud of smoke rises out of it. Dissipates. It comes out. You guys will see more clearly this. That it comes out and actually seems to kind of try and move towards her. It's not. It's not moving like just smoke.
Okay, seems sentient.
It's a trap.
It's kind of trap. It's trying to move towards her as she's moving away. You do sort of somewhat manage to move away and hold your breath and.
Does
Yep.
it look like she's kind of successfully doing that, or do we kind of need to zip over and intervene?
It kind of cloaks around her for a bit and then for a moment and then successfully dissipates. This is an unpleasant. It is absolutely black. You can't see anything for a moment it dissipates and you're okay. But for while it's there, you can't see anything, and it smells of burnt meat.
Hey, there must be something in this one. It was like protected and stuff. Rifle through the stuff.
Inside, you will find a charred. So on the top, you'll find this charred bit of piece of paper with what looks like some kind of weird weird Japanese writing on it, or Chinese writing.
Oh, well, maybe
something like
it wasn't
that.
trying to get me in. It was just burning whatever the evidence was. It's burnt.
Might be Korean.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know what
Cliff,
Korean writing
can you
looks
read Chinese?
Yes.
Or if it's Chinese, she'll
like.
understand.
Not Chinese.
No.
It's Korean. Because no one knows
It's
what that is.
Japanese. Apparently. No.
It's that kind of
It's Oriental calligraphy,
yes.
but it's not Chinese.
That's the phrase.
So it's
yes.
not like
It's-
Cantonese or Mandarin
Are
or
you
no.
telling us this, or
Sure.
Ancient Mongolian.
okay? I will go and have a look. Is it Japanese?
It appears to be Japanese.
Okay, can I read any of it?
Not really, because there are only a few characters, like on the edges.
So it's literally random words, basically.
Yeah,
Porcupine.
probably not porcupine. But
Is that the
yes.
only thing kind of in this?
No, there are 3 more underneath it with similar writing on them.
Carefully.
Yeah, you carefully.
Extract
So
and lay them on slowly, so any ashy stuff doesn't like blow around in case it's in the right place still, and someone can still actually make sense of it.
yeah, so
And then
the top one's
dusted.
fairly. The top one's basically ash. The one underneath it is charred. Hard to really read. The 2 underneath that are more intact. They appear to be identical.
Yeah, maybe the other ones were too.
Do the characters on the charred one match the character? If in the
On the
rough same
edges.
positions, make the.
Yeah,
So I guess I would
At a
assume they're
guess.
all
All copies of the
identical.
same thing,
probably 4
probably.
copies of the same thing, of which the first one appears to have burst into flames.
I
Okay.
hate when that happens.
What do they say?
It appears to be a poem.
I'll read it
It's-
aloud.
it's-
Before you go reading stuff aloud, I have seen movies. Maybe like read it in your head first, and then kind of.
Well, I'll have to translate it, but
Well, yeah,
Just
but not aloud.
interject every other word with the word penguin and then spell them. And we'll still get the idea.
Okay, and you can do that, and I'm gonna like.
That's true.
I will
psychically
read it
said
and then
that
translate it to them.
with penguin.
Okay. As I say, it's a poem. It appears to be a quite. It is a very well written, evocative, and deeply unpleasant poem.
Is it a haiku?
Regardless, I will read it to them.
Is it a limerick?
It is neither a haiku nor a limerick.
I'm gonna
This
like
guy likes his really bad poetry.
ignore whatever.
The thing is, it's not actually bad in
It's
the
just
sense of
weird and wrong.
yeah. It's really well written. Quite
Okay.
unpleasant imagery.
Okay, well unless there's
This
any
is Japan.
It's all gone a bit slunish, I think.
unless there's any like hidden buttons in any of these drawers or anything.
I mean, are we talking like questionable hentai type content, or I'm not quite sure where this is going.
So yes,
Threatening.
we are talking more.
Angry intimacy.
Graphic
Cosmic
torture.
horror.
We are talking more death in the shadows kind of.
Bing, 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 bing.
Unseen killer.
Oh, okay, so it's probably trying to contain some kind of hidden meaning.
Or you know your
Yes.
friend from our guy's
Yeah,
house
describing
with the
the-
VHS tapes.
The other dude that I kind of bumped into, and then put face first into a floorboard. Okay, well, I will take one of the copies of the letter.
Or it could be a password for that strange door over there.
Go up to the door. Is it locked?
Yes, it's locked.
Are there any kind of markings on the door?
There are.
There's about to be.
Are they in Japanese?
There are a number of markings. They are in Japanese.
MacLeod.
You will recognise.
Sorry, I was saying friend in Elvish.
You can walk up and say "friend in Elvish" if you want.
Why is the password in Elvish when it's a dwarven rule?
Because the dwarf elves helped and made it.
Never mind. Anyway, sorry. I was getting distracted.
It doesn't work very well.
So what's on the door?
There are. But it's a decoration on the door which is clearly divided into 4 sections. One section has 3 wounds, well, not wounds,
Characters.
denoting aspects of what we translated as earth or rock, stone. Another section, sea, water.
So it's like the elements.
Another section, wood. And the last section, shadow, darkness, and light.
I see. Well, I will.
Those are not any normal cycle of elements.
No, they're not. I will translate them.
3 of them could
Wood is.
in standard. Wood, yeah. Wood, water, and earth are, but they're normally
Shadows.
accompanied by fire and metal, not.
And air. Yeah.
Depends on which cycle.
True. I will translate them in the hope that someone else has some kind of occult knowledge.
Oh, I was kind of hoping they'd be like the seasons or the directions or.
Yeah, unfortunately, the 2 occultists have won.
Well, I know
One
I know
drop.
Top Hat does, but I didn't know if the others did.
This is fun.
Things.
So I'll look at the others and say, does that mean anything to you?
Not to me, I'm afraid.
Does it have a keyhole?
No.
Oh.
I will text Edward.
Does it have an obvious
And
opening or is
is it safe to call you?
You don't get a response.
it like a big double door or is it like a big
We're also on
lifty
the
door?
internet.
Or is it like a double door or like a lifty door or just like a panel thing
it's
that I
a
have
panel
no idea
thing
how
that
it
looks
works?
like a door. Look, it's door shaped, whether it goes up or sideways or fades into mist.
Okay, well after like, I don't know, a minute of looking at that, it doesn't work, so next.
Top Hat's not responding.
I'm going to go over to these guys.
They probably haven't got any signal.
We're on the internet as well.
Roughly what I was thinking. If they're going into the basement,
Yeah.
how much signal do you think
I
you're
was
going
going
to
to say,
get?
we don't get much signal these
I
days.
mean, we're
do
in
ya?
the middle of nowhere anyway.
The middle no, not complete middle nowhere. There is a town relatively nearby, but enough that you can have signal here. But not so much when you're under a lot of rock.
It's up my foot.
So, you guys, you go downstairs, you get some seeing in the dark equipment.
Got some torches.
Your awesome torches, yes. There are 4 sets going. There are 4 sets of steps going down. Are you just picking one? What are you doing?
Yeah, we'll just go down the one that was closest to the car.
That one.
Northeast, southeast, southwest, or northwest?
Which ones was closest to the car?
D4.
Northwest.
Just roll a
Northwest.
D4.
Northwest. Northwest.
Northwest.
So we
Okay.
try and be stealthy.
I've just
Yes,
got
it'll
my
be
torch on,
fun.
and
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we're not stealthy.
that would be completely against
People
our...
that drove the car through the door.
I was going to say that would be completely against our character as well.
Okay,
This
yes.
is the guy in the Raven Guard t-shirt.
You go downstairs. You go down the stairs, it gets darker and darker. Yeah, your torch is definitely on. You can just about see the steps in front of you.
Very dark down here.
That's not a natural darkness, then,
That's
is it?
not a natural darkness.
Oh, use your eyes to.
My eyes are currently on, that's why I'm guessing it's on.
That's not natural darkness.
So, what can I see with my own... Because, like I said, my unlimited eye is still active, isn't it?
You better really hope
I've
that
got
there's
quite-
not like a supernatural flashbang, because that would really hurt.
Oh yeah, that would really hurt.
Like, aha, I've got my magical vision. Oh!
Yeah, that would be bad. Yep, so you can see, you basically, yes, you can tell that this area is permeated with magic.
Darkness.
There's nothing particularly, there's no sort of, from what you're looking at here, it's like the whole area has a tint of magic about it.
Okay.
You come to the bottom of the stairs, and it seems to be opening out into a space larger than your torches are able to illuminate in this.
Magical darkness.
Let's
Magical
follow the
darkness.
wall in that case.
Yeah, I actually think that's not a bad magical change.
And we'll follow the wall.
What are my wolves doing? Are they reacting to this in any way, shape, or form?
They're
Probably
staying
just
close to
following
you.
you.
Okay then. Okay, we'll shimmy along the wall then.
They don't seem massively upset by it yet.
Yeah, hello then. Yeah, so we're going to move around. We're going to keep our back to the wall so nothing can get in behind us. Or at least that's the overriding thing. Obviously, it's magical, so the wall could just disappear, I guess. But
Put a wolf in front and a wolf behind.
yeah,
Okay.
we're shimmying around, just looking for more doors or potentially the source of this magicalness.
Magical.
Or anything of interest, really.
Or anything of interest.
Okay.
Be quite nosy, basically, is what we're doing right now.
It kind of curves off around and back and seems to be sort of so. You came out the spiral staircase, and it's kind of the wall is
Like a circle.
Oh, it's just like a big circle room.
curling round in a circle.
Are there any wires or pipes or anything, or is it the wall
It
is sheer?
appears to be roughly cut stone.
Ooh.
Is it sloping away at all? You're just going deeper and deeper as they go around.
It's hard to judge.
And we've come across those doors yet.
You haven't come across any doors yet.
Should have packed spirit level.
Let's keep that.
You carry on round this, and then you carry on round this, and you carry on round this.
It keeps going for longer than you thought it should.
It's quite disorienting, this darkness. You're not quite sure how many degrees you've gone round,
Okay, and we haven't come back across the stairwell.
but you haven't found the stairwell again yet.
Ooh, spooky. I think we should keep going. Eventually, we must come somewhere. The laws of physics dictate.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
the laws
the
of physics
laws of
totally
science.
have.
Well, why don't we use our occult knowledge to figure out what's going on?
Yeah, can we make an occult roll?
Yeah, you can make an occult roll. It's dark. I mean, at the moment, what you can tell is it's
Well,
really
no, we're
dark.
just searching our memory banks.
You know that song, Stairway to Heaven? This is not
Not
it.
yeah.
I actually fucking rolled great. I got a 4.
There's a more similar one about a highway, I think.
Nice.
Plus my epics, I get
So have we?
6.
6 and 4.
6 and 4, nice. Okay, so you've heard of
Oubliettes.
The TARDIS.
that, but not quite where we're going with this. You have heard of areas which are not quite part of this world, but are, well,
Is it like a crossover between worlds, basically?
other dimensions, pocket dimensions. Quite a lot of them are quite small, quite focused on a particular concept or the will of a particular creature that has created them. They're all very different, but this certainly has the sense of either someone is using some higher is just there is this space and someone is using this ability, this power in it. But the fact that you appear to have gone round by this point, you're pretty sure you've gone well over 360 degrees around what appeared to be a circle, suggests that either it's a spiral, and it's just really ornate, surprisingly odd location,
Interesting.
or possibly you're not in a normally physical part of
Okay.
reality.
You're not in Kansas anymore.
Possibly.
I'm going to take a flare out of my back pocket, out of my back, and light the flare and throw it into the middle, what I would assume would be the middle of the room.
You say,
Yeah, so I'm throwing it away because obviously that's where it's darkest, and we've been going around in a circle,
Yep.
and we can't really see the middle of the room. So I'm basically just seeing if I can illuminate the middle of the room, if it actually does anything.
Okay. It disappears into the darkness. You get the sort of bright light for a moment. It definitely does do more than your torches, where it illuminates the A4. But as you throw it, it just
The darkness really envelops around it as it
swallowed
goes
up
in.
again by the dark.
I mean, that's kind of cool.
That is pretty cool.
Not helpful.
We might be stuck.
Well, no. I doubt we're stuck. Do you have anything that could dispel this magic aura?
No, my magic
No
is
occult or anything like that?
no, my magic. I've only got mystic, and
You could use mystic.
You've used mystic.
I've used mystic.
You've used mystery. Even.
Yeah, I use my mystery. Sorry, yeah, mystery. I use mystery to help us find basically.
You found your way into the.
We found our way to a magical
how often
place
can
and
you
we're
use it?
there.
Not very often. It's very
Once per
limited.
story.
Yeah, once per story.
I want post story.
Yeah, it's very limited because you basically have to give me any answers to the questions I ask. What about you? Any magic?
Oh no, I've got nothing. I can assess health.
You can assess health. How healthy is this magic?
Pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Pretty healthy. The flare did one point of bashing, but it soaked down pretty well. I don't know. I'm up for keep going.
Well, I have a feeling if we go backwards, it's not going to make any difference.
I agree. I concur with your conclusion.
Which way are you going?
Forward.
Forward, onward.
Ever forward.
Which way forwards? As in,
Because if
continuing around the
we're
loop.
always in trouble, we can just dig through the rock.
You're just
must go
continuing around the thing.
That's.
We'll give it
logic.
another couple of rounds and see how it progresses, and then we might have to change our direction.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
You carry on for a bit longer round. Nothing much seems to happen.
Then I believe we need to walk to the middle of the room.
I concur with your conclusions. We should hold hands so we don't get
How romantic.
Wow, Maria, I wasn't expecting this from you.
It's practical.
Yes.
This is practical.
That part of me's got this image
fact, we
of
don't-
sort of
if we-
skipping into
If we
the.
don't hold hands, because we have our hands free. You've got a belt on.
Of course, I'm an English gentleman.
I'm a punk, so get the belts, tie them around the wrists, and
Yeah.
do that. Because then we've got a hand free to hold stuff as well.
Good idea. This is practical. We're linking up.
I was hoping for the skipping too.
Well, no, now I can hold the torch and the Uzi at the same time.
And I can hold my spear.
Yeah.
Okay, your wolves are sticking close.
Yeah,
They're
So
not
quick
particularly
prayer
keen
to
on it.
XP Tech, and we walk into the middle of the
Yeah,
town.
I make a quick prayer to Odin. Guide me through this darkness.
Let's do this.
Okay.
We walk deep into the darkness in the same direction what I think I threw the flare.
You've moved on quite a way since then.
Yeah, but I've got a feeling that I don't think it's mattered too much.
You walk away from the wall and try and keep going. Please make me perception awareness.
You have lost the wall. You will never find it again.
We are lost in the darkness.
3.
I was waiting for a double fumble.
5.
You're lost. You're never to be seen again.
Your characters die, and I've forgotten.
Ah.
No, okay, no, you don't, lose your get completely lost immediately. So you walk away from the wall. Unsurprisingly, you quickly lose sight of the wall. You are making your way along. Maria you got 3, you got 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you make your way around. You're making your way along. It's kind of this rough cut floor. The floor is almost like a natural cave. It doesn't feel quite. It wasn't cut to be a nice flat surface to walk on. It's undulating. It's
We should
dipping
put down
down.
some latex first.
You're pretty sure it's dipping down where as you're going. It's quite a slow drop, but it's also. And you get to an area where the ground is quite. There's a
Like a runoff?
stretch of scree.
Stretch of what?
Scree.
What's that one? Is that?
Gravel.
Oh, gravel. Right.
Broken rocks.
Broken rocks. Right.
Maybe someone's digging, and this is the offshoot of the dig.
Or there's something ugly that lives down here. And does.
I'll have a look and
Giant
see
mole.
using science. I want to see if I can identify this rock. Science! 2 successes.
It's a kind of basalt.
Is it natural in this part of the world?
That varies heavily by location, like massively.
You could just go with yes, it looks like it's
Probably
been
not
here for some time.
known in this part of the world.
Has it naturally formed, or is it offcut? Or...
This is broken bits of stone.
So there's definitely something has
Something
broken
broke
this.
it.
So we should keep going.
Yeah.
We have found something, which is more than nothing.
It's quite unstable footing.
I look to my wolves again. How they react to them.
They're sticking close to you and following you through the darkness.
but they don't appear to be agitated.
They're not freaking out by the rocks. No.
Okay, then we press on.
Okay.
I feel like onward is really the only option we have now anyway.
We are British
Yes.
and Mexican, but half British.
Just go plant a flag, you'll be fine.
Mexican flag?
No.
Is that what's on your t-shirt?
Sorry?
Never mind.
You could make it from your t-shirt.
Another use for the t-shirt. Excellent. Anyway.
Oh, no, the t-shirt has Stone Cold Steve Austin on it. That'd be a bit awkward.
We plant the flag of Stone Cold.
I
Claim
claim
this
this
land in
land.
the name of Steve Austin.
Anyway,
Amusing.
But
Probably not what you're trying to achieve.
no, we're pressing on, but
Okay.
maybe a little bit more cautiously than I was originally.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. So you're making your way through this. You're managing. You're carefully trying to keep your footing. The stones are shifting a bit under your weight as you're moving. Makes the noise of it probably isn't that loud, but in the silence of this place,
Like someone walking up a gravel driveway.
it is.
Or
Yeah.
a gravel
Yeah.
beach.
Yeah. So it's
Crunchy.
the silence here is quite oppressive. It is like sense depth.
Yeah, and I feel like that's something to do magically rather than just.
Well, the
it
fact
being-
that you can't see more than if you walk through like dense fog
yeah,
when you can't see far and it's just
Quite disoriented,
completely
yeah.
messing with your it's that but darkness rather than fog.
Yeah.
There's no obvious physical reason why your lights are not penetrating further, but it's not, and literally all you can hear is your feet in this gravel. It sounds so
And your
loud.
own heartbeat.
Possibly.
I'm using the gravel to hone my mind. The noise is real, and therefore I'm moving, and it's real.
Okay.
If we want to get that far, the fact that you know you're real means you're real.
Okay, then that's good. Let's keep going. We press onwards.
Got
Okay.
more philosophy
I
from
think-
this too.
Therefore I am.
Yeah, I think. and
Great.
therefore
Okay? Can you make? So you come to.
I got excited then.
No. Right, you come to the scree appears the slope seems to be getting steeper and steeper, and the scree is it's becoming more and more tricky to hold your footing on the scree. But you're just about managing that when you come to the edge of a drop. You cannot see how deep it is, but the scree, you'll knock some of the scree off, and you hear sort of the sounds of something hitting like. It sounds like it's hitting, like when you got something bouncing off the edge of a well as it's going down.
Full of a took.
Full of a tuck. Yeah.
Throw yourself in next time and rid us of your stupidity.
Don't suppose you got any spelunking in that outfit?
I look at my bag. Do I have long ropes? I have long ropes, but I have nothing to attach with.
Yeah. You have long ropes and scree.
Yeah, I've got nothing to attach.
I can't see how this can go wrong.
You got another flare? We could throw a flare down.
I have 2 more flares. But something tells me that the same thing will happen this time. I drop a flashbang.
What? Avalanche!
No, it's hilarious. For those of us that are on there.
Cool. I concur with this conclusion.
Oh no.
Okay.
Do we see a flash of any kind?
Oh,
I
yeah.
really hope they are looking out for the flash in the pitch dark. I can see it.
You know what I was saying?
I'm guessing that judging by the sound from the stones, it's quite a way down.
Plus,
Yeah, but the bang.
It won't be that bad.
Yeah,
At that
in a
range-
stone echo chamber full of gravel that's like precariously balanced that you're standing on that goes off a cliff.
It's fine. We got this.
Nice knowing you guys.
Okay, I leap off the cliff then, in that case.
Yeah.
Back it out.
We're gonna die, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
Okay.
Jesus.
You drop the flashbang down the bit. Not the
That's
expected.
really going to upset the wolves.
Oh god.
Wolves are fine. Mythical creatures. They're not real wolves.
Right. Can you please make me
Fortitude saves.
stamina and fortitude
Oh my
for yourselves and for the wolves?
Okay, that's fine. I can do this. For me,
Ah,
that's
I'm glad I rolled odds.
4 for me.
Okay.
Oh my god, how are my wolves much better?
5 for me because we've got 2 epics.
Because they're
Oh,
magic.
it's 2 epics?
Plus
Yeah.
2.
You're
Yeah.
2
5
plus
for me.
2.
And 4 for the wolves.
4 for wolves.
Ah,
And the other wolf?
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Yeah, I can roll both wolves.
Slightly better.
The other wolf gets 5.
4, 4, 5. Okay, you all will feel this. It is unpleasant. None of you got quite enough to completely shrug it off.
I just upset something really big down there.
You see...
Ooh, Cthulhu. Let's go punch Cthulhu.
You see... No flash. You hear a very, very, very loud bang.
Echoing.
Awesome.
So the darkness does not seem to affect sound. Congratulations.
Anything that's possibly made it louder.
That might be the stone.
Up to. It's hard to know what it'd be like if you had this layout without magical darkness permeating it.
Nothing else of interest happens though.
There is a very, very loud bang. You are...
And then a skittering noise of stones.
You and one of the wolves take a level of bashing.
Which we soak.
As in, part through your soap.
All right. Okay.
You don't resist the effects.
Okay.
As this echoes through. And...
Take it what's up.
And I'm going to need you and one of the wolves to make a dex and athletics roll.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's fine. I got this.
If your wolf falls down the hole, we'll be very sad.
Oh no!
So I got Dexter, I got Epics, I get 3
Oh, you can use a
successes.
legend to reroll, don't forget.
Yeah, go on now, I'll use it because I feel like 3's probably not going to be high enough for this
I
one.
think that 3 might not be high enough as well.
4 for me.
Okay.
And then for Wolfie McWolferson,
That's
Dex
not his name.
athletics.
no, he's
Be
not.
Pretty good.
His Dex and Athletics is better than mine,
Yeah, no ethics though.
but it helps if my roll was
Oh,
That's alright.
3 successes for my
You
Wolfie
got legends as well?
And what I'll do is I'll use a willpower to make it. So me and the wolf both got 4.
Awesome. You both stumble on the scree as this shockwave rolls over you. The wolf manages to basically go from upright to flat, because the wolf's four-legged, kind of.
just buries his belly in the screen and stays
Yeah,
there
pretty much.
until it stops moving.
You have a slightly harder time as you slip and you start to go. You can.
I'm strapped to.
Yeah, you are.
Oh,
Yeah,
now I shout, long live the king and cut the rope.
Athletics roll.
Oh dear.
To try and.
oh god, that's not going to be fun while standing on scree yourself.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. You're trying to.
Dominoes!
Yeah, dominoes.
Can I add loyalty to this?
Probably.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can totally add loyalty to this.
1 dice.
It's a
As long as you are actually trying to put him out and not just throw him off a cliff.
Oh, I might already just take the
Also
willpower.
willpower, yeah.
You might as well just spend the willpower for an also success if you're going to do that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
tag.
Yes.
Long live the king! 1, 2, so 3 successes to hold him.
Okay. 3 successes. Okay, you're managing to hold him. The floor is not doing, not being considerate and staying where you're.
Can I
Wanted
dig my
to.
spear in?
Not to Maria.
No, not into Maria, into the
because he's got a
Use
t-shirt
the
wrapped around the
classic
arm.
and just fall on our bums.
Yeah.
Because then there's.
Yeah.
That's what you do
We'll
when you
do-
slip in,
We'll
isn't
do
it?
the same thing the wolf has done. Just throw ourselves flat to the ground.
Yeah, throw yourself
Okay. Yeah.
We're already going though, momentum will.
No, it's not that steep. You do manage to bring yourself to a stop. Your legs are partially off the edge by the time you.
That was fun.
That was.
And we seem to have come to the abyss. Now we have 2 choices. We YOLO jump. YOLO's not a thing anymore. We jump and trust there is something down there. Or we go.
Ground.
Does your mythology have anything, your underworld mythology, have anything to do with the large abysses?
Most of them do,
I
don't they?
was about to say the exact
Well,
same
no,
thing.
there's a river somewhere, isn't there?
There's a river in most underworlds.
Yeah, it's a vast abyss stretching into the darkness.
I don't imagine a cult and intelligence is going to do anything this time around either.
Well, it might tell you if your underworld has a giant abyss.
Can I assume the darkness is still blocking my unlidded eye as well? Pretty much.
It's not so much the darkness is blocking it as that yes, there is magic.
Everywhere.
Like, sense magic, yes.
On the plus side, Maria's all sparkly.
Maria is more sparkly than the surroundings.
I'm a sparkling boy.
Yeah.
Girl, sorry. I assumed my own gender, I apologise.
Misgendered your own character.
I misgendered myself. It's the worst thing you can do.
Does it look like, from what we can see, there's any way to climb down?
The stone around the edge, from what you can see, is not like sheer. You could try it. It would not be easy.
Ooh, do we have a climb? It's a long way. How good at you at climbing is the next question. I have none in climb.
Athletics is the
Oh,
approach.
then I have some.
Then, even if it's
If there isn't a climb skill.
if it's dexterity and athletics, then we should be okay.
How the wolves are going to do this, I don't know.
I'm going to call the wolves back into stones if we're going to climb.
That would probably
Okay,
work.
I have
if we
another
can't
point
see-
to make. Do not drop those stones.
No, they've gone back into my...
Because
If we can't
it
see
could
the
be any...
flash runner, it might be a long way.
Judging by the sound, it was a long way. But I'll be honest with you, if we go backwards, I don't think we're going to find our way. I think this is one of those things where it's onwards and downwards in this case.
Well, in that case, do you think it's a leap of faith and we just have to jump?
Let's try and climb, but if it keeps on going, then eventually we'll just
Well,
jump.
have you seen Indiana Jones?
Well, you mean the bit where he steps out and there's a...
Just saying. Yeah. We can try and climb and then see
I'll
how
pick up a
Well,
stone.
you find out
Throw it.
how deep...
Doesn't
No,
matter.
we know that doesn't work.
Stone falls.
But you know the same principles.
The stone stops in Indiana Jones.
Well, it's a leap of faith, isn't it?
This isn't Assassin's Creed.
Should we try to climb first?
That's probably
And
not a
eventually we'll probably get so tired that we fall anyway.
You get to the bottom, there's a haystack.
Oh, that's
The idea that if they
Yeah.
turned around and
we're
took
gonna-
3 steps,
We're going
the
to
stairs would be
We're
there.
going to start by climbing.
We'll start our descent.
Okay, make a dex and athletics roll each. You are trying to reach other, so this may go badly if one of you falls.
Oh, sweet! Mother of Mary Christ! I'm doing fine. I don't know what you're doing, but
Leave!
I've just got 7 successes.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7!
We are climbing like beasts.
I've never rolled that well in this game!
So we've got a pair of Spider-Man.
We're tied together, but this is going so well!
Climbing into the
No,
underworld.
this is great. You are climbing. Yeah, you are climbing down. You do actually. It takes a long time, but you do actually eventually get to not a bottom of the thing, but a hole in a ledge and a passageway in a tunnel inside.
Found something.
Excellent.
Okay.
Yes, this is looking at this thing. This is very. That should have been a nigh impossible climb. How you manage that is.
Faith.
Brute strength and ignorance.
That is.
I just turned to Maria and go, now I know what a Christmas dinner feels like. We're in a cave, aren't we?
I think he meant TV dinner.
Yeah, whatever. He's British, you know.
That's true. You
He's
are
British and therefore hasn't seen Die Hard.
Yeah, he was trying to be cool, alright? Don't interrupt the coolness.
Trying to be cool.
So
Unfortunately, he does not have an edetic memory.
Maria's probably just confused by the comment.
Yeah.
I'm half British, technically. So.
Anyway, there is this.
Is the magic getting more dense, more magic-y?
So
Technical term?
there is a tunnel leading off, and you will find quite quickly and quite easily on a pedestal in this tunnel, not the end of it, sort of part way along. There is this very sort of crude. It's clearly sort of the shape of sort of a pedestal, sort of wider at the top, wider at the bottom, but it's very lumpy, almost like it just the rock happened to form that way.
Okay.
And on top of it is an unlit lantern,
Oh, that's
an old
handy.
style,
Like a storm
Like a gas lantern.
Is it magic?
yeah.
That's what I was about to
Funnily
ask.
enough, yes.
Ooh.
It's magical.
Well, you know what I have? A lighter.
Do you want to get that close to it when you light it?
No, it's fine. It's a lamp. You rub it, right? And
Genius.
I think it's like an.
It's more like
oil
a more like an oil lamp, storm
Like a
lantern.
storm
kind of thing.
lantern.
yeah, but it's a magic lamp.
Okay.
Okay, so
Well,
we could tie the lighter to the end of the spear and then do it from a distance.
Yeah. Or we could just use a flare. It's got a bit more.
Well, we don't want to waste the flares.
Good point. Good
Yeah.
point.
What kind of lighter is this?
It's one of those zipper lighters that you don't have to keep.
You
going
don't have to
on.
hold down.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll flick it open. Well, no, I'll tie it to the spear first, then flick it open, and then go.
You poke it. Well, actually, while you're sort of looking at how to do this, you notice that there isn't obviously there isn't an obvious point where it opens. So the glass around, it's dark. So it's not lit. The glass around is translucent rather than clear. Quite.
No visible little doors like a normal.
Quite. What's the word I'm looking for? Quite
Okay.
soot stained at the top. But no, there's no obvious hinges where you can't see a hinge where it would open.
So I get close and inspect it really closely.
Okay, we'll turn the light off first.
And,
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming you hadn't actually got as far as lighting the light, so I should have
that's-
pointed that at you before
yeah.
because it's like, and I will poke the side of the lantern. No, you wouldn't have done that. You would have
Maybe
seen
it feeds off energy and we just have to hold it and it'll light.
Yeah, you're looking at it. It's you touch it. It's really cold.
really cold.
Really cold.
Might need to heat it up.
Well, there is something that we Aztecs normally do in this situation. Blood magic. Not to you, obviously. But I find blood normally unlocks secrets. We could give it a go.
Okay.
Alright, I'll take out my jade arrowhead and slip my hand and let it fall on the thing.
Okay.
Activating Morgre's sting, but for the lantern, not myself.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you give yourself level of lethal.
Lethal an X or a star?
It doesn't really matter as long as you know what it is. It's supposed to be an X.
Lethal.
Right. Both of your torches fail.
That really helped.
Is the lantern
It's
light?
now really dark. No, the lantern is not lit.
Okay, that didn't work.
He didn't like that.
No, it didn't like that. I like the zipper lighter.
It doesn't seem to want to light.
Oh no.
The flare is illuminating. The flare is illuminating a bit because it's a flare. They're real, but it's illuminating like as far as your torches were before.
Okay, and I'm going to put it on the lantern and that's my noise effect of a lantern.
Make a perception awareness roll. Perception awareness roll. So trying to see what you're doing. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit tricky.
It's all right.
Yeah.
4.
Okay. Yeah. The side of so as you're touching it, the bit of the flare that's lit up, that's actually touching the lantern, is going out. The flare as a whole is still, there's enough of it.
But as it's hitting it,
That's actually
Maybe
putting
the
flare out.
lantern's causing the darkness and we have to destroy the lantern.
it
Oh, okay. That's fine.
That was an interesting
I
theory.
attack the darkness!
That.
yeah.
You are indeed attacking the darkness.
Smash the
I will
lamp.
come back to you. Right. So you guys, you've tried to text him. You getting no response. You've found this door. You found Vostok's recording studio.
So the symbols on the door, are they just like are they like buttons, or are they just carved in, or are they painted on?
Inlaid.
Okay.
So inlaid with.
So the shadowy one, is that something that's associated with Tsukiyomi?
Yeah.
Can I just try touching it?
Doesn't really do very much.
Is there a handle or anything on the door, like a way of opening it?
There's not an obvious mechanism.
Can I try gently pushing it?
Doesn't push.
Yeah, I tried that already.
Can you read out that poem you found?
I will read out the
I'd rather you didn't.
Are you reading it out in the native Japanese?
Yes.
Awesome.
Well, I've already read it aloud in English, so I'm assuming that
Okay,
I
well,
was
while
close
they're,
enough, it wouldn't have done anything. So
while they're mucking around with that, I'm going to go and investigate the camera equipment and see if any of it actually works.
Okay, you two make me stamina fortitude rolls.
No guts, no glory.
Something like that.
Probably should have got some fortitude on it.
It's my one thing.
6.
Nice.
2.
Okay. The thing erupts in your. I'm assuming are you actually reading off the thing, or are you just reciting it?
I'm reciting it.
Okay, where were
That pesky
where were
memory
they?
of yours.
Probably in a pocket.
Okay. Your pocket erupts into smoke. It doesn't actually burn, despite having all the all the signs of like
Being on fire.
could be on fire. But no, it's just this massive cloud of smoke erupts. Stinks of burnt flesh, burnt meat.
Alice, it's not me.
Doesn't appear to be. You are.
Okay, if I'm standing close to Herman when it starts erupting from smoke, I will leap away from Herman.
And I will leap away from you.
And I will probably not even notice.
See, this is their mistake. We did it together.
What do you mean?
Tunnel.
Ah, yes. the
Holy crap, I noticed!
You
What are you doing?
there's an eruption of smoke and stuff. The smoke sort of splits into some of it's cloying, sort of swirling around.
Oh, flare.
Ricky. Dunk. No, the flashback. No.
Comes out the shadow part of the door.
And some of it's going spreading after Herman. Herman,
Did the ones on the desk erupt? Because I only took one.
You took one. No, just the one you.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, we'll go with that. So, you get a slightly different effect.
It
You.
was mistletoe. It's the one thing that can kill Boulder in the mythology.
He means a sword rather than the plant.
Oh no, in the mythology it's a plant.
It's actually
Okay.
the plant, yeah. You do get the smell of burnt flesh,
Because it's you!
but it's not. It's not sort of this overpowering sense. You see this smoke comes towards you, and you step back away from it, and the cloud sort of dissipates around you, and the other two are gone. You two,
Right.
he's standing in a cloud of smoke.
Can I try and waft it away from
So see, the other two are gone. Can I see the rest of the room still?
Yeah, the rest of the room appears to be
Guys,
there.
what are you doing?
trying to get the door to open?
Where have you guys gone?
You can hear that.
We're right here, Herman. I would say, kind of wafting at the smoke around him.
Why shouldn't be?
There's
I'm going to
Hasn't been
start
invented yet.
looking around the room. Head for the door. See if they've gone through that door. Was
This
the door
room's-
to the room with the cameras in?
This room's not
you mean
specifically...
the entrance door you came through initially, or the one?
There's the room with the computers, and was there a separate room with
Yes.
the camera equipment in? That I'm going to head into the room with the camera equipment in and see if they went
So
in.
this
where we are.
place isn't particularly well
So you're
lit.
in the sort of studio room.
Oh, okay.
There was another room which was the computery.
Oh, okay, then I'm going to go into the computer room.
Okay.
I'm just going to be helpful and shine the torch on him so Ricky can see what he's doing.
Okay, so Herman starts to walk out of the room.
And suddenly I get a torch
looking
shone in
at
my
you.
face.
You're getting a torch shone in your
Well, no,
face, so you can
Herman.
see what you're doing.
Yes.
Helping!
Um,
Can I prod
make
him?
perception awareness rolls. You are, yeah. The smoke does start to clear. Although he seems,
Oblivious.
it seems like some of it's clinging to him. Like he seems like he's a bit covered in soot or something. Tinge of grey about it. A bit less colour than he had.
I get 4.
4 successes.
Right.
Okay. There's a glint of light from the camera mounted. That's actually mounted on the tripod.
Oh, it's on.
It's causes you to sort of blink a bit. That's actually, that's it. It's not just a glint of light. It's like this flash, like it's reflecting something like light.
I'm going to go up to the camera and move my head around.
Look around it. So he basically walks up and stands pretty much next to you.
Herman! What are you doing? Flash the light and then we just waft.
So it looks like he's got soot on him.
Yeah.
I'm going to take out a bottle of water and just start flicking some at where the soot is.
Just
Shouting the power of Christ compels you.
No.
Who believes in that guy?
I'm sure he's got some very powerful silence.
I'm going to throw some water at where the soot is.
Yeah, so the soot's pretty much covering him.
Alright, it is face.
but-
We'll go with face.
Just well, on his head.
Yeah, you're pouring. Okay. There appears to be water falling on you from the ceiling. It doesn't appear to be shifting this.
Herman!
Yeah, there's,
So
there's
I'm
water.
now soaked, am I?
You're now as wet as.
I poured a approximately 500ml or 20 ounce, I think. No, whatever the ounce.
That's a
Yeah,
download
about a
lot.
20 ounce, which is a pint roughly, that the Americans would use in their bottles of water over Herman.
Okay, I'm now soaked. What on earth?
Where did that come from?
Herman, stand still!
Can I try and use my sleeve and rub his face?
You do the mum thing and like get used to
Alright,
moving.
hold on.
You've got something on you there.
There's something face and something's really weird going on. It's like something's up in your face, but you can't. Yeah, there's nothing like it's here. It's like
So
something.
he's reacting to it.
He's reacting to. Yeah, he seems to be reacting to the sensations and stuff, but doesn't appear to be able to hear or see you.
Okay.
So I wonder if Herman speaks Morse code.
I was going to.
I'm going
He's
to
a man
tap
of many
hello in Morse code on
I think Herman
Herman's
would
back.
know Morse. He's into his sort of survival skills.
Yeah, I will tap hello onto Herman's back.
Oh, is that what's called? Oh.
Okay, perception awareness roll, because you are still somewhat muffled.
Discombobulated.
Very. Go Morse code, go. No.
2.
Oh,
He's
that's
being
bad.
poked.
2 successes. That something's poking you in the back, and it's definitely got a rhythm to it.
Quiet
You
your
know-
mind.
Look around.
You can't see anything at all.
Does it continue?
You just sort of turn around, and when you
Yeah,
turn around.
I'll try again.
Slap really hard.
No,
No, really don't.
I'm not. I'm just going to kind of
In Morse code.
again. I'm going to tap it again in Morse code. I'm just going to repeat it.
The poking is continuing. Something is poking you that you can't see.
Am I spotting the rhythm?
Please don't break out into dance.
Yeah, it takes a few times round before you realise that yes, someone is tapping out "hello" in Morse code on by now your shoulder,
Okay.
or
Yeah,
something.
just
is
where a flat surface or something. Yeah.
Not his forehead.
In that case, I'll tap out hello with my foot.
I can hear you. It's Ricky.
Oh, this is stupid. Herman!
I respond with, "Hi Ricky, it's Herman."
in Morse code.
Oh. Just sit down.
I'll sit down. You are in the room, but you can't seem to see or hear us.
I tap out okay and sit down.
Still not quite sure why he's tapping.
What? Just okay. Do me a favour. Don't read that shit again.
Well, I thought it might open the door.
It did
It didn't
something.
open the door.
It didn't open the door. So is there still like smoke? Did rubbing his face do anything?
Nope.
Blood magic.
Shining a torch. Shining a torch on him. Oh, I'm totally going to do that thing that the doctors do in all the TV shows where they try and like shine the light in your eye and see if you're actually like awake.
Oh yeah, where you shine it in their eyes to see if their pupils dilate. Yeah.
Because I've watched a lot of TV.
Okay, you've watched a lot of TV.
Crazy anatomy.
Something's poking around at your eye, and you're going to respond to that by reflex.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's not cooperating with you shining a torch in his eye.
He's alive.
Is there still any
Good to
smoke
know.
around him?
Remote in the castle.
The smoke appears to be dissipating. There was a dug, like, ditch rather than a waterfall.
Okay, so the smoke's gone, but the grey stuff's on him. Well, I could try slapping him.
That's the only
Oh,
way.
no, wait, right. It's kind of all the dark and spooky shadow crap, right? Why don't we just take him outside?
That's an option.
We find
It's
that hitting it
daylight.
is quite good as well.
Well, I don't know if it was a good
Wow.
Are there any windows?
My logic was undeniable.
No.
You know, behind like
there are
projector
not.
screens
There,
or
there are
whatever.
not windows in here. It's like he wanted the room to be really dark.
Logic is undeniable.
Are there any stairs? Does it go upstairs more?
It does go upstairs.
Are there any more? Are there any like light stands? Because obviously he would have had to have illuminate the room while he was filming.
Somewhat, yes. From what you've seen, his illumination of the room was very
Backlit.
yes,
Okay.
stark backlit kind of
We
thing.
can go upstairs.
So yes, there will be lighting, but
There might be windows upstairs.
huge.
I don't think that's likely. I think if we want him to see daylight, then it's going to be downstairs.
Okay, we'll go downstairs then.
It's worth.
You will remember, because you were on the ride and you have a eidetic memory, that there is at some point upstairs an open bit where the
Oh yeah,
Where
the
light
kind
comes
of
through,
platform.
because I wanted
through.
to jump down and
Yep.
try and get in that way, and they didn't think that was a great plan.
If
And then
I,
these guys just, jumped down a frigging chasm in the darkness, so,
Climbed.
expertly climbed. I think.
expertly climbed indeed.
One strapped to each other.
It's fine, you can tell me all about
can
it.
I
later.
make up a Japanese poem about light
You
and
probably
kind of
can.
say it in
Whoa,
Japanese
whoa,
near Herman?
intelligence academics, go, go!
Haiku.
Or performance, is that a thing? It's nothing.
presence.
Academics, I probably know one.
Do you know how to make haikus in your head, Roger?
No.
Oh. Does anyone know the rhythm for haikus?
Isn't it?
What's the rhythm? Come on, team.
That's not bad.
Isn't it
That's,
supposed to be 8 verses?
No,
It's
that's
to do with
like
syllables.
six, like
it's like
573 or
575?
something.
Yeah, something like that.
7 successes.
7 successes. You remember like this poem, beautiful poem in praise of your dad's big sister, what he pissed off.
Like a hero.
Who?
Interesting.
Yeah, that's something like that. You recite it word for word
In Japanese.
in Japanese. Not much seems to happen.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, that sounded pretty.
You don't actually have any occult, do you?
No.
No.
I do. I have
Yeah,
this much
You don't really have the
intelligence.
backgrounds to know what's actually. You might know something. Make an intelligence score roll.
Oh! 5! That's 3 dice! With no epic.
No, you-
I've got 6! I have an epic!
Oh man!
Lisa knows stuff. She doesn't
Lisa knows
know
stuff.
that she knows stuff,
She doesn't
but
know
she
stuff
knows
very
stuff.
often.
Grandma used to tell her a lot of stories.
Grandma used to tell her a lot of stories, yeah. So yeah, she's you've heard something similar to this. So there's an idea and a sort of tradition certainly in Japan. Some of it is also in China. I'm going to make some stuff up a little bit.
Okay, go for it.
Quite right, but I'm
Yep,
going to say that it's
Oriental
part of
mythology.
the sort of Buddhist It's somewhat linked into the Buddhist side of things, where there is some sharing of culture there, of the holy writings or Fuda.
Okay.
There's also the evil version of that,
Okay.
Oh no, evil Fuda.
called
Anti-Fuda.
Called the bad stuff.
Anti-Fuda.
Cool. I'm going with it.
Yeah, I'm going to look at what it's called because I do actually.
Anti-Fuda.
And that it appears so. It's definitely. It appears that basically that's what this thing is. It's the.
Maybe in the Japanese underworld then.
Maybe you're just in a hole.
With a magical.
Akuba.
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 Oh, it's
Thank you, Kit.
That sounds like a holiday destination.
Yes, Akuba. Which are basically the evil version of curses and so forth.
And it comes from that paper thing? Or.
It would appear that paper thing is this unholy writing, and reciting it appears to have triggered whatever effect is.
Is there anything left of that in your pocket?
You need a curse breaker.
Is there anything left in
A
that
few
pocket?
scraps.
I will pull out whatever was left in there. But there's some other copies over there.
Okay, great. Pile them all together.
Okay.
Nope.
You're setting fire to them.
Yup. And then standing well back because nope.
There is a whoosh of flame, and the smoke. This time, the smoke cloud is much
Slightly more
smaller
traditional.
and dissipates much more quickly. And yeah, basically, there is a sort of the sort of burst of smoke out as you step back, but it dissipates and seems to lose cohesion very quickly.
Ha! Purifying flame! Herman!
She set fire to Herman.
I'm not at that point yet.
That's the next plan.
Herman, can you see us now?
Has anything changed?
Well,
dear.
we should still take him outside. It's like a cursey thing.
Yeah, it's from what you see, it does seem
Practice
odd that the person holding it seems to be less affected than the person standing next to him.
Did he have one of those?
No.
Do you have, like, stuff to do with dark, spooky stuff?
Please make me an.
Yes. I think.
Like, maybe it
I know
likes...
you have a perfect recall.
Maybe
I can't
it
even
likes
remember
you...
what my purviews are.
Maybe it likes you better?
It's it's
You have
it's
darkness
perfect
and
recall.
moon and something else?
Psychopomp, that's it.
There you go.
Intelligence and awareness. It's not so much whether you can remember this thing as whether you twig it as relevant.
2. Oh, hang on. If it's trying to help Herman, can I add willpower?
Yeah.
3.
You could also ask loyalty if you had it.
I don't have loyalty. I've got intellect.
Do you have loyalty?
Intellect would
do.
actually
Oh, it's your
probably
main
be
thing.
appropriate.
Yeah.
And endurance.
If you want to, that would then not get you the
courage.
Alright.
auto success, but instead get you the.
Oh, okay. Instead, it will get me 2 successes.
Awesome. So that's 4.
4.
Yes. So when you found Herman in the hospital,
Oh, he had the Japanesey thing, didn't he?
a Japanese. He had a Japanese decorated scroll case.
He was drugged up.
I will tap on him. Do you have the Japanese scroll you were given?
You don't know he was. You don't know where it came from.
Oh, do you have that
saw
Japanese
it.
scroll you had? Alright.
Yeah. You saw it. He didn't act like he was surprised to see it.
I tap out yes and reach into my pocket.
He knows that we can hear him,
Hold
right?
it out.
Okay, I will take the scroll.
Does it disappear?
Okay. The scroll does not disappear, but your vision starts to return, and the colour starts returning to his skin.
What is that?
What is the scroll? This is the first time I've actually seen it properly.
Legitimate
So-
question.
I saw a glance of it, but I didn't
Yeah,
see it.
it's quite a slim, small little skull case, quite ornately decorated. It is sealed.
Do I need to burn that as well? Because I will. Hi, by the way.
No.
But taking it off of him made him better. That means it's bad.
Not necessarily.
You can no longer see in the dark, by the way. Just saying.
But
I can't see people.
There's a light
You
on.
can see people. There is a light on, yeah, but you
So Ricky
you can,
notices no difference.
Well, no, I can see the colour in his skin.
No.
changing.
I mean, in terms of being able to see in the dark.
No. Ricky is not the one I'm saying can't see in the dark.
No, I know.
So,
But
Herman...
if he's taken that off of him and Herman now can't, Ricky could anyway, so he
Oh, right,
wouldn't
yeah.
notice the difference
I
of
see what you
being
mean.
able to by holding
Yes.
whatever the magic trinket is.
So I say,
Unless Herman reacts, I'd probably.
yeah, I'm going to like kind of acknowledge that
Hi.
I can
It's
see
kind
you.
of like they fade in from mist and...
Okay.
What have you been smoking?
I
well,
say-
that poem. I
Do you
smoked
mind
it too,
giving
it's
me
fine.
that scroll back a second?
What is it?
Do you not want me to have a look at it?
The moment I handed that over, I can
kind of
see
like-
you again.
Yeah, it's things faded in and out as you handed it
Okay,
over.
well-
So the shadows in the room grew deeper, but these guys, but some of the details, the light sort of became brighter, and suddenly, and these guys sort of resolved themselves. It was,
Well-
strange.
Not being funny, I mean, it is kind of dark in here, but you can have my torch if you like.
I'm not resisting. I'm
no.
just offering to have a look at it before I hand it back.
I was just more interested in if you guys are going to disappear every time I hold that.
I didn't go anywhere.
They don't completely disappear this time, but there is a definite fading, like a. The room, most of the details, anything with light, particular them, and anything lit,
Like looking through a smoky window.
becomes dimmed, like
So it reduces his
more
vision.
like looking through water. Looking through cloudy water, there's that sense. Their voices become muffled, echoey.
Oh, no wonder you wanted
can
it
just
back.
about hear them, but you can't make out the words or anything.
Okay, I hand it back.
You didn't answer the question?
What question was that?
What is it?
No idea.
Where did you get it from?
When I woke up in the hospital.
In the hospital. Oh, after they
After
poisoned
my-
your orange juice.
Yes. So,
You had the sense that you were given it. You could remember being given it, and you could remember being told, or at least the information. You can't remember the being the. You cannot remember the being told in sort of detail. You can't remember the voice or anything like that, or even the words that were said. But that that should you need it, should you be in danger and need assistance, you could open and read the scroll. That was what you were told.
okay. I'll I'll relay that to them.
So where did you get it?
Alright, so it's like a, I don't know, godly flare?
So it's like one of those things, except not for spooky dark crap. Because that, when it came out of the thing, it like went at you guys like weird and stuff. And
Yeah, I have no idea what this thing is going to do if we read it.
great.
So are you alright if you carry it, or...?
When you handed it back, things went dull again. You didn't disappear completely this time, but
But it doesn't do anything if you hold it.
No? Do you want me to like hang on to it and then give it to you if you're in
Yeah.
trouble?
sure.
Okay.
Or do you want me to read it? What does it say on the case? Is there any like writing or anything?
Made in China.
Hey,
Does not say made in China. There
in
are
Taiwan.
some symbols on the case. You will recognise. Again, there's sort of simple, not simple is one word, isolated symbols of shadow and travel.
Travel as in psychopomp, or?
No, just the word travel, I'm assuming. Or the symbol. Okay, I will relay what they say to you.
Okay.
I've got a feeling this might almost be like a... I don't know. Not sure how to say it. A teleport thing?
Ooh.
I think Star Trek-y, but using magic-y
Okay,
darts
well,
rather
let's
than-
not do that because we don't know where it goes.
Also, it'd probably just be Herman.
Good. Great. Cool. Can we, like, go upstairs now before whatever else happens? Because I think we've exhausted this room's amount of weird.
This room is weird. Are you
Wait,
feeling
See our room.
Are you feeling all right, Herman?
Yeah, sure. Let's head on up.
All right. Well,
I don't know.
I'll hang on to it. If you
Owls.
need it, just say,
Thanks.
because we don't want you going blind on us.
Okay.
Okay,
I don't know.
you head on up. You get to the room with the light came through.
Cool.
Yay!
Is there anything in the room?
Three,
Because I know there are some
2,
statues.
1. Roller coaster!
Because there were some like mannequins or
Pause as
something.
if we're meant to be part of the scene.
No, there's some mannequins. The roller coaster does not go through because no one's setting the roller coaster off, and there
Because
are
everyone ran
crazies
away.
with guns and explosives.
Don't know who did that.
So is there
Are
anything
any
like
of
on
the
the table?
mannequins?
Because they were all, it wasn't it like a war room and they were
Yeah, they're
looking at a
leaning
map
over
or
this
something.
table. Yeah, there's a map of some
Camelot.
location you don't recognise.
Is it a like real world location? Can I tell?
Probably not.
All right.
Generic fantasy.
Is it like painted on or is it like a paper map?
It is a rather worse for wear and weather
Fiberglass.
Cloth or
cloth. Yeah.
okay. Well, I will take the map just in case.
How big is it?
You have to fold it up to take it. It's
Yeah, I know, but you can kind of
Okay.
follow.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I have 2 questions
Westeros.
regarding mannequins.
something like that. Yeah.
1,
Yeah.
are any of them moving?
No.
2, are any of them real dead people?
Not obviously.
Are the people? Are the
No, they're
mannequins?
not good enough quality mannequins. But
So they're
are
quite
clearly,
obviously
they're clearly
mannequins.
mannequins. Yeah.
I see. Okay, but there's no items that look a bit weird or Japanese.
No,
Okay, I guess keep going up.
there isn't any more up. You've run out of up.
You ran out of up.
Are they wearing armour like in Thingy's house?
No.
Are they just like courtier type noble people?
Some of them are wearing armour, but it's
Like plastic.
it's far less heavy in design. It's not like the suits of the suits of plate mail
That were wandering around at what's his name's house. Yep.
that you picked fight with on your way out. To
I did
show off.
not.
So there's nothing
So
like
make a show of fighting your way out.
nothing significant
Okay, yeah, we
about
can't
it.
do
And,
There's nothing that looks particularly oriental about this.
okay, I guess we go down.
Get on down.
Yeah.
Is there anything under the table?
No. Dust. Leaves.
Did
The usual.
all of the staircases that went up lead up to the same place? Were they just
Um,
their ends of a corridor? Or
2 of them appear to have terminated on the floor, on probably 2 floors down. So 2 of them went up all the way, and
2 of them went
just
to the
up
bit where the
one
bats
floor.
were.
Yeah.
And
the
then,
rest were able to. The rest
Okay.
carried on all the way up.
okay.
are
so-
there any taller towers, turrets, minarets
Not
than this area?
Well, with a bit of looking around, you can figure out that there is some bits up there, but it's not obvious how to get to it. You could probably climb up there if you really wanted to try.
What's your mum's name again? Helga.
Herman's mum.
Helga.
Helga Herman.
Helga Hammer.
How good's her hearing?
Helga Hammer.
Um,
His dad was Heinz.
relatively normal.
Do you think if we like shout up at that room over there, she'd answer us if she's there?
Possibly.
Or we could throw stones at the windows because like they did that in a film once. I don't know.
What are you guys doing?
The guy said that she would be in either the tallest place or the lowest place. So if she's not up there, then she's down there.
On it!
You're smashing her.
We can try shouting. Is anyone here really good at shouting?
You can shout. Fine. You shout on it. There isn't a response when you
How
shout.
far away is it?
Rapunzel.
I think you're mixing your. I think you're mixing your stories.
No.
Rapunzel, let me in.
Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
This has gone a bit wrong.
Yeah, there's something not quite
Although
right.
we've got the big bad wolves, so
It's a very different.
You could try and climb it if you wish,
Share the glorious moustache.
unless you've got the thing that allows you to just fly. I can't remember whether you've got
no, not yet.
that.
Sky's grace.
It's available to me, but I have not taken it as yet.
Cool. Okay.
No, I was just thinking if it's not that far, then I could probably chin up there and have
Yeah,
a peek.
you
and
could
then-
try climbing up and having a look.
Cool.
It doesn't look like it's going to be too hard to climb.
Let's do that. I'm going to do that.
It's not like,
I'll be right back.
climbing down some
Unless you want to come with me.
almost sheer wall into pitch blackness.
No, I'll wait and see what the outcome of your climb is.
I have climbed.
Many climbs?
I have climbed some. I have climbed approximately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 climbs.
You have 5 climbs. Yeah, that's going to be enough. You get up there. It appears to basically be there mostly for show of there should be something
Here's
here.
a tower here and there's nothing in it.
There doesn't appear to be either anything in it or any way into it.
Is it
like
fiberglass?
window or houses or shutters or anything.
There's like more the sort of arrow slit type windows.
But there's nothing actually in there.
There doesn't appear to be anything in there. You shine your torch through and
No!
you climb back down.
Yep.
I guess down it is.
Yeah, let's go find the others then.
Which
I recommend it.
set of stairs are you going to choose?
What order was the door in?
The patterns
There
on
were.
the door.
You said there were
the
4 quarters on the door.
Okay. At the top was the darkness one.
What way was the door facing? Can we tell?
So it's dark in the north.
The orientation.
West.
The door is north.
Okay. So
North
we
wall.
can assume, if we look at the door north. Okay, so top. So we've got.
Darkness is at the top. Then. Sorry, I'm just trying to.
Water, wood.
Under the sea.
I hope not.
Under the sea.
Then going round, it's darkness, wood, darkness, water, wood, earth.
Okie dokie. Alright, well, we'll go down and. It's only a theory, but I think it might be the 4 elements listed on the door. Do we want to try one of them? I've no idea where those fellas went. Darkness is linked to the paper, but that could result in lots more bad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But we haven't had anything to lead us to the others. I don't know if we just want to take a shot in the dark and pick one or what.
Well, none of them are really my thing. So, it's up to you guys.
Or anything your thing.
I'd argue wood. It's kind of my thing.
Yeah. Wood is closest.
Any preference?
But that isn't where you ended up.
Well, I don't want to drown,
It's air for my people.
Well,
and I don't want to be buried alive. And we've already kind of done dark. So, wood?
alright. Based
We're
on
gonna
my
get shot with
theory of
arrows.
orientation and where the staircases are, I will go with whatever the wood one I
Or
think is.
trebuchet?
What is your
So-
theory?
Facing north. So the top.
The
So in the centre of the room with the 4
Yeah.
staircases down,
Yeah.
I will face north
okay.
and then assume that
There is not a staircase in front of you.
No, it's
Well,
fine.
there's
There shouldn't
4,
be.
aren't there? There's
There
one in
should
each
be
corner.
one in north.
There's
Yeah.
one in each corner.
yeah.
Yeah.
No. So I'm facing north, and if
Yep.
darkness was top left of the door.
Darkness was top, not top left.
Oh,
it's
I
not
see. So
quartered,
it was.
It's like.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's not lining up conveniently.
Just pick a staircase.
Fuck it.
It was a
one
very
of-
good theory.
That one.
Southwest.
You pick a.
I pick one at random.
You pick one at random. Roll legend.
We could always have a look and see if we like it, and if we don't, come back.
5.
What?
Turn 9.
So you go. Let's go that way, pointing to the southeast. As you go down this one, there is a sense of scent of moist, not like moist, humid air, quite
Peachy.
close, quite somewhat. Yeah, it's that kind
Earthy.
of not.
No.
It's more rotting.
Dead stuff.
No,
Rotting,
jungle.
Yeah, rotting.
That's what it smells like. It's a butterfly
Rotting
house.
plants rather than rotting people. It's not
Like the
people.
food waste bin.
No.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Ooh.
I see.
It's quite. Yeah, it's very very close, very humid. And you come down the stairs and emerge into this twisting. This area inside is twisting branches, roots. You're not entirely sure. It's hard. You can't see very far through this very dense. We're talking branch roots. We're talking
Okay, hefty ones.
big, hefty, great things, and
Okay.
lots of thorns. Everything's covered in thorns.
Lovely welcoming place I got here. Reminds me of home.
First things first, let's not get split up.
No, I think that's a stupid idea. As in splitting up.
Right.
Right, let's go pick a direction. Where do you
You're
think
not
your mum would
dizzy
be?
or anything still, are you?
What's that, sir?
You're not dizzy or anything still, are you? You're a
No,
little bit.
I presume I'm feeling back to normal.
Yeah, you're feeling most back to normal. As I say, you've lost the ability. You've lost the shadow boon. It's dark down here. There aren't any sources of light except what you're bringing with you. I know that doesn't affect you so much.
I'm going to, if it's dark, I'm going to ask for the score case back quickly. I take it. What happens?
Is it the same thing?
It's a very similar thing. At this point, actually, not just they twist and obscure, but the foliage and the root, not foliage because it's not leaves, but the roots, branches, whatever they are, thorns,
Vines.
seem to shift around you. So the place where you thought there might be a bit you can squeeze through is now obstructed, and there's another path that looks like you could take.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I explained this to the guys,
Okay.
and
You can't hear them and everything, but
okay.
so it's the same kind of
yeah, I'm
effect with them. You can just about see them, but
they're all muffled.
muffled and you can
Very
just about see them.
muffled.
there.
I'm gonna say, so it looks to me like I can't really see you properly or hear you anymore, but to me it looks like the vines or branches or whatever have moved. So it looks like there's a path over here now.
Where he's gesturing, is there actually a gap, or is that just a blatant?
It's not a complete. It's not like he's pointing at somewhere where it's completely solid. But it's pretty tight and very spiky.
Probably not the best path.
Does my gut feeling say that's probably true because I don't get lost?
Your not getting lost feeling is telling you that you're not entirely sure where you are right now.
That's reassuring.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to go with my general gut feeling.
Your
It's
sense,
like my gut feeling about which one to pick.
That
that one, yeah.
I'm going to.
I need to check what your what Psychopomp 1 does.
Oh, it just literally says I can't get lost. I always know where home is or something.
I need to. Yeah, I want to look at it actually.
And
That's
Unless you're
where
in-
the heart is.
Unless you're in somewhere weird and
I don't know.
yep.
I literally wrote can't get lost in it.
Yeah, you know which way north is. You've got a sense of orientation.
Cool.
You can spend a legend to figure out where home is,
Oh, okay.
roughly how far away and in what direction.
Take me home.
It's not West Virginia, that's not where I belong.
Or you can.
Hiroshima.
So you can also.
Australia.
No,
I thought you were from Japan. Oh,
No.
no. Yeah.
Japanese ethnicity, but from Australia.
Australia.
You can also spend a legend to get a sense of
New South
where you were, the
Wales.
last place you weren't lost, as it were. Yeah, the last place.
Cool.
you achieved.
Okay, so this is going to be the last place I wasn't lost if we need to return to the stairs.
I'm going to edge very slowly through where the new path.
Is Herman still holding the scroll?
Yes.
Okay, I will basically follow him, but kind of tap him on the shoulder to let him know that I'm there. Because
Okay.
if he can't see us,
Make a dexterity and athletics roll.
I think we should follow Herman. This scroll seems to be pointing us in the direction.
Doesn't mean it's the right one.
Worst comes to worst, I can get us back here.
2.
Okay.
Okay, you start to squeeze through this particular bit. You guys, make me dexterity and athletics roll. You try and follow Herman.
They're taking their own to Isengard. But,
6.
you get Sam?
Hang on. 5.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So Herman's just kind of moved through this tiny gap like it's not a tiny gap.
But it's actually really tricky.
But for you guys, it's a tiny, tiny gap. You can both squeeze through it with those rolls.
Probably luckily because we're the small and agile ones.
But yeah, like Herman.
It's testing.
It's really you are on the edge of being able to get through that without getting impaled on spikes as big as fingers.
I will quickly tap stop on Herman's shoulder.
Yeah, I don't really want to get impaled again. That was not fun.
Okay. So
And I
so
will say, give me the scroll,
okay.
so I can actually talk to him.
I come back out and walk to the star.
Probably like,
Good man.
Then hand over the scroll.
You don't want to hand over the scroll while you're in the middle of that, because that could be painful.
oh, I didn't realise we were kind of still in the tiny gap thing.
You were kind of part ways. Well, it's
The whole entire place is
You were in
tiny
the
gap.
tiny gap. I was in a nice spacious area.
relatively.
That was not going to be anymore, possibly.
Yeah, it seems to squidge back around and revert to what it was
Yeah.
for what they were seeing. So yeah, looking
Yeah.
at it, I mean, it looks like, as you look at it, it looks like it's, a human could possibly fit through there, but how you'd actually move through it without getting impaled is sounds.
Oh, what's a little
Challenging.
light impaling?
Well, it's a little impalement between friends.
Yeah.
No.
So, and nothing changes when I give you that scroll back.
What, in terms of, for me?
So, when I took it off you, the vines all rearranged themselves effectively, and I had no problem getting through
It's not
there.
quite that the vines sort of. It's not like you see the vines move. Not possibly describe that a little differently. It's as your perceptions shift, as you hand it back over, and the darkness gets dark again, and the light becomes lighter, and you can actually see and hear these guys again. It's like it's this rather disorienting effect, like. You know when they sort of zoom in and pull back at the same time, and everything kind of shifts around itself as the perspective shifts when they're playing silly buggers with a video camera.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing where things are shifting and twisting and
Almost like two different realms.
kinda. If that's how you want to interpret it.
Well, being on a roller coaster while you're standing still.
Not sure.
Helping.
But yeah, so it's not like it's not like the vines are themselves twisting and moving. It's like your perception of them is changing, and now it definitely looks like a quite tight gap.
Okay.
I mean, we can do it, but that's, I think, pushing the limit for the two of us.
Fair enough. Shall we try making it through normally, or do you
I
want
don't
me
know
to?
if normally really counts right now.
Shall we try what looks like the easiest path at the moment, or do you want me to see how far I can get?
Well, where do we think
Whilst
we're
I'm-
trying to go? Like, I
To
thought
his
we were
mum's
going
go.
downstairs. This doesn't look like downstairs. Like, I was expecting a dungeon, not a forest.
Yeah. I don't know if we want to try a different way in.
You need another staircase?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Because I'm not sure you... did that thing help you go through them?
Through that way, yeah.
Because I'm not sure you could probably do it normally. Lisa and I are a lot smaller than you are, and it was tricky for us.
Okay. Fair enough.
You come back up. Which
I mean, unless anyone's just got a machete hanging around, and then we're fine, right?
which one do you want to take?
Hey!
You've figured out which one the wood is. So assuming it's the same cycle, you could
Okay,
try
so
and pick.
if that one's wood, that would mean that one's dark, that one's water, and that one's earth.
Yeah, something like that.
Whichever way around it is.
Yeah,
I was
wood and
pointing.
darkness will opposite each other.
Which one do you want to try?
I don't want to drown.
Earth
Alright.
it is then.
Let's go with Earth. Where I think Earth is.
Where you think Earth is, you come down. You come out in a. Again, it's sort of coming down, coming round. This is quite dry. The air quite
Dusty.
very still. Yes, dusty is definitely the sort of sense. You step out into. There is this cavern. You're pretty sure the cavern is taller than the distance you went down.
What is it?
My physics hurts.
Scroll case.
While he's holding out, I will explain to Lisa the confusion of the
The
distance.
ceiling is
distance
taller.
down
The
and
ceiling
the
is higher
ceiling.
than the floor above you.
That would hurt your physics.
Right in the science.
My science has been killed. Took a blow right to the science there.
Okay, probably going to have to wrap this up soon. So, yes, you take the scroll case. This time there's less shift in the surroundings.
Are we using him like a canary or what?
Or like a guide dog.
He can't hear us right now, right?
No.
He's not reacting like he can hear you. Herman is not laughing at what he's hearing from you.
So, hang on. Herman, I banged your sister! No, he can't hear us.
You can hear that there's some stuff going on. But no, you can't hear it.
I didn't really, I just saw that to get his attention.
Do they have a sister?
Yep. Anyway, you say you're looking around again, sort of the dark. So without the scroll case, you can see as far as the torch shines, which is most of the way across. But it's a long way across. You can't see. It's a distant light there. With the scroll case, you can see better because
That's what it does.
that's what it does for you. But again, the light sort of fades away as you do it, and there's less of there isn't so much of a dramatic shift in the layout. The floor becomes perhaps a little less uneven. So this isn't like anything's been made for ease of traversal. This is just a space where there is not rock underground. It is a large,
Natural cavern.
a
type
big
looking
natural
thing.
cavern. The floor is drops down from where you are, actually quite steep, and then.
Well, at least it's solid.
But yes, it does appear to be solid.
And the ceiling is still well above where
The
it
ceiling
should physically be.
does not appear to be moving very far. You haven't got quite such a good sense of where the ceiling should be as the guy who's got psychopomp and eidetic memory and things. But yeah, it's certainly a long way up.
Okay.
So we're in a cave.
You're in a cave that's bigger than the space the cave should be in. Yeah.
Meh. Forwards?
Okay.
Follow the sniffer dog.
I'm just going to give him a nudge.
I'm.
Hello, palm in the hand.
So you say the floor got a bit smoother with the.
Yeah, not a lot, but maybe a bit less.
Is there anywhere where it now appears to be higher than it was before?
If he's a sniffer dog, should we put him on a lead?
Ricky will just grin when you say that.
Well, I mean, he might, trip or wander off, or if he can't see us.
I haven't got a rope.
You got your belt?
Up there. You.
I'm there in spirit.
You.
I wish I bought one of those invisible dog leads.
What?
They blatantly got the invisible dog leads. You know, the kind of plastic things.
the lead with the collar on it.
Oh,
You
right.
can Take it for a
Invisible
walk.
dog lead, not
Yes.
invisible dog lead.
Yes.
I passed that slightly wrong.
I mean, maybe you didn't.
No, a lead for an invisible dog.
Okay.
Obviously.
Because
Herman.
that's obviously what you want right
Stumbling
now.
Then, you know,
around.
just attach it to Herman.
Yes, so you're looking down. Is any of it higher or more like. You can see in the. I don't think there's anything too obvious that's going to be sort of this is a path marker. This cavern goes off into the distance, and you think you can see some other sort of connecting passageways, which Ricky can also see, but you couldn't see before.
Was the distorting effect such that I would have a hard time discerning when it smoothed out which bits went up and which bits went down?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to sort of walk off a little bit,
Okay.
and then I'm then going to turn around and walk back and give you the scroll case back.
He walks off. You start following him.
Yeah, I was going to follow him, yeah.
And then I carry on.
And then he kind of walks into me.
He turns around and almost walks into.
Yeah, I'll kind of put a palm of a hand so it kind of stops it.
Yeah, you do pretty much walk into him. You just about can see him as you realise. Oh wait, that's
That's a
that's
Ricky.
probably one of them. Very distorted, half-seen figure. Even though it's directly in front of you.
I'll work my way around Ricky and back to the near the entrance, and then hand the scroll case back.
Okay.
Does it show you where we're supposed to go?
There wasn't anything obvious. I was more interested in it. Everything seemed that bit smoother and a bit more easily traversable. Were my feet always on the ground?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, did we want to just give...
I'm just trying to discern what's physically changing and what's just changing in perception.
Alright, did we want to pick a direction and go with it, or did we want to try one of the other stairwells?
I like this one more than the last one.
I also like this one more than the last one.
So
Although the last one, he was shown the direction of where to go.
there's obviously a pattern. The next one's going to be awesome.
You go into darkness.
Which one are you going to? Are you going back and going to try?
Did we want to try another one, or
Well,
did we want to go...
this goes further, doesn't it?
Shall we?
Well, there's
Since we
passageways
can-
over there, and I'll point in directions of where I can see there are passageways.
Since we
seems to be
can
roughly where you-
traverse this, shall we? Until
Yeah?
All right, where
Fair
are we
enough.
going then, Herman?
well, it's if this is going to turn into an underground maze, then we need some strategy. For
Don't worry, I can get us back here.
Okay.
Go anywhere you like, I can get us back here. As long as, we
We
can
don't
physically
split up.
get there. Yeah, stay together.
Okay. I'd still suggest a left wall hugging Alarum for.
Not sure that's quite how Herman would phrase it.
Okay. Well, you guys seem to be able to see farther in this than I can, so lead the way.
Okay, you head off into the darkness. I'm going to leave it there.
Dun dun dun.
Thank you, guys. And thank you. Right. Before we go, I'll give you some experience. I will give you 5 experiences for encountering weird magical stuff.
Decadent.
Definitely.
And
Weird stuff.
we made an awesome climb.
Yeah, you did.
You did make an awesome climb. That was spectacular. I was all ready for you to plummet and
How much experience? Have you
potentially
got?
die. Potentially die. So
That's all of the
5.
experience
But
that
we
they
didn't-
spent
did
on
we-
stealth.
No, we didn't know.
Yeah.
yeah. Have you
Tied
got any
together.
spares for your epic
did it.
stamina?
What, sorry?
Have you got any spare slots for epic stamina? Like max?
Yes.
Do you want to pick up? Do you want to pick up self healing
I could do, yes.
Nudge.
for the less
Aye.
being dead thing?
Yeah, that's kind of what I did.
Just saying, epic healing is kind of awesome.
That's why I didn't
So
take
self
it.
healing is kind of awesome.
How much is that going to cost me?
Cost you 5. Allows you to convert legend 1-for-1 to restore mashing or lethal damage.
Cool.
Not aggravated. Need the higher level thing for that. Okay. So let's have the sheets back. And,
Do we want to do a sign off?
bye everybody. Bye. Bye bye.